work, and so I was like, oh my god, we can talk about all this shit, and she's like, yeah, totally. So yeah, so I'll work it out and set something up, but woo. Anyway,
another guest for you, brother. Good deal. Good deal.
yeah, at least this one will be a little less tense for me. This is a friend hanging out, not I'm still a little.
Dude, that's exactly what this whole concept is. We're just people hanging out. We're just normal folks, dude. So what? You got a big ass guest who we're not going to announce yet.
Oh, no.
We are live, so you know what that means, right?
It's time
for the ToneSperience.
Yeah, here we go again.
Right? Dude, we need our own intro song. You know what I'm saying?
I'm surprised you haven't put like something in front of it.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
I'm working on
it. You put like that same sort of beats, that rhythm thing you do with the preview videos and stuff, but I'm like, I'll put something else in there. Maybe we can shake it up,
Oh yeah. Like I did that awesome dubsteppy one too, if you watch that video. Yeah.
Yep.
So no, I got a concept going for our own theme song for this show.
Nice.
Dun, 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 dun. Welcome to the ToneSperience. Something groovy and kind of funky, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Something goofy and funky as hell.
You can totally make that with just some apps and stuff,
Dude, I could probably do it on the Mac right here, but here's the thing. If we challenge some local bands there in Worcester, where I live, we could get them on the show, possibly do a collab to, I don't know, any of you local listeners out there in the woo. If you want to help me do an intro song for the show here, hit me up. It'll be great. I'll get you guys some t-shirts. We'll put you all over the website. We'll put you all up on the socials. We could just help each other out. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, if we could totally do that, that would be awesome, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Oh God, yeah. That would just be fantastic.
Right. So if you're new to the stream, like, share, subscribe. Doc, I'm gonna say it because I say it every show. Share the shit out of this stream, dude. You know what I'm saying? So I'm getting ready to share it on my phone again over to Facebook. And I'm warning you guys, for people who actually know me, I'm going to do this now. If you call in, I'm going to answer the phone and I'm going to answer it live. And I'm going to let you know, though, that we are live and give you the option to keep talking or not. And I'm going to keep you on the phone for a second or two. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's what happened last time, wasn't it? Somebody kept calling you?
Yeah, that was that was our Boston Bluefin that was calling during the show, but we were having hella ridiculous technical issues going on at the time. Liz is in the chats. What's up?
That's right. I should load it up on my tablet.
Yep, Liz says shared. Thank you, Liz. I'm getting ready to post it right now. As soon as I can move your little face off my screen here.
This is clearly enthralling radio right now.
Dun, dun, dun.
Ooh, what did they do on the show today? They shared it on social media.
And that one dude kept playing with his phone, and his boss called in.
Yeah.
He was talking to his boss for 3 hours. It was hilarious. Anyway, so now that we're back, welcome to the ToneSperience with the Doctor.
Hello, the Doctor is in.
That's right. Heck yeah, the Doctor is in. So, dude, today was kind of wild, man. First, I had this lady hit me up in the elevator this morning. I was going downstairs after waking up, grabbed me a cigarette before I got down the road, So I'll tell you that story, but that was a total what would Mark do moment right there. The other one is that snake that I ran into yesterday on the water was in the same damn spot.
I told you.
Yeah. Dude,
he likes you.
That wasn't just the first one though. I ended up that little sumbitch was on the machine with me while I'm dragging the material 200 yards away to the shoreline. When I realized he was on the machine, bro, I straight up screamed like a cheerleader. Like, it was ridiculous. I'm surprised I didn't jump off the damn machine into the water, dude. I was like, then I'm like, wait, he ain't moving. I'm just gonna offload him on the shoreline. Maybe the guys that are removing the material will find him, you know?
Right, right.
So I like took a picture and texted them the same pic I texted you that you were like, what am I looking at here? The machine or the vegetation? You know? And I'm like, there's a snake. You're like, oh, yeah, he likes you.
Because you had sent me the photo before where it
Yeah.
was just the damn snake, and I was like, oh shit. So you sent me that, and I'm looking at it. Now keep in mind, I'm looking at my phone with no glasses on.
Uh-huh.
So I'm looking at this thing, and all I see is brush, and I'm trying to see something else. So don't get me wrong, I didn't just look at it for a second.
Right,
I'm
right.
sitting there looking at it. Okay, what's he talking about? And then in my head, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna say that is it the brush, or are you talking about the big ass machine in the back? I thought that was kind of a silly joke. It was kind of lame,
Huh.
but but I didn't see the snake.
Yeah, dude, he's camouflaged, like hella camo. Like,
Definitely.
he is the blend master.
Oh, jeez.
That's right. I'm doing the echo thing all over the place. But yo, so I was thinking because I swear I saw one that was smaller than that one. That snake was like a good 4 foot long, dude. And
Yeah, it's not that big.
I swear I saw a
That's
smaller
a little
one.
guy.
It's a little guy. He was a cute little guy. I mean, I ended up just relocated him. I'm glad I didn't kill that one. There was the second one today that was crawling up the front of the machine again towards the end of the day. And I'm like, oh, another snake. Nope, let's reverse everything. He's going right back in the water. Dude, it got caught up inside the tracks of the machine.
Oh no.
Yeah. So I'm like, I felt bad because I'm like, all right, I took away their home. It was straight up eviction status on snakes for the last 2 days, dude. Because the offloader guy on the shoreline running that excavator was like, oh, that's not the first one I've seen. I see them all the time running out of the debris that you bring. And I'm like, they're all over this freaking place, dude. Like,
Fucking gentrification, man.
right. Snakes moving into the neighborhood,
Yeah.
gentrifying everything all up, you know?
Yeah.
Right. See, look, we got a backing laugh track too. And what? But no, dude. So like, I have legit hours left here, hours. So it's gonna be a crapshoot tomorrow. Cause like, I'm sure I could finish up this project in 3 hours, load the machine up, maybe haul ass home tomorrow night and be there. But I'm gonna be dog tired, so I'm probably gonna end up staying here. But just have the machine loaded up and just prepped and just boom, ready to roll out the following morning. You know.
Yeah.
Liz here in the chat says, no, I'm the one who gentrified their home. That's right. Now they just got to
I
move out
know.
and rebuild, except for the one that died. Rest in peace.
She
Snake.
basically said exactly where my brain was at, and I was like, he reversed it, but he's got the idea, but he flipped which one he's talking about, and then she posted it. I was like, yep, there we go.
See, the problem is I'm not high enough, dude. I'm not high enough yet.
Oh, that's the problem.
That is the total problem with this. So my train of thought is like somewhere else when I'm medicated.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyway, we're gonna get into that topic next week. But today's topic is we are totally spinning it on the 7 deadly dwarves again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's such a broad topic.
Uh-huh.
You could take it in so many different directions. So I think that's why it does deserve a second episode.
Indeed. And I mean, it's pop culture. It's how religion is pushed onto us through pop culture. And we can look at it from a societal aspect of what's morality, what's morale to us. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because that's kind of where we're going to go with it tonight. But let's start the show off like we normally do. What are you drinking right now, Doc? Did you pick up anything to drink for the show tonight or what?
I did, but I'm not drinking it at the moment. I sat down without grabbing it from the fridge.
What?
Since there's no video, because last time I showed you what I had, but this time I'll just tell you.
Okay.
I'm going with the box wine again.
Okay.
This time it's a Chardonnay though. So yeah. There's no ToneSperience logo on it though. So
that's all right.
I'm sorry to say this time.
Well, I found another ToneSperience Tone Dingo Freeman wine today when I was at the store.
ToneSperience, and you're sober?
I am sober-ish. That's where I'm at, sober-ish. So
Okay.
I found another ToneSperience Dingo Freeman wine today when I was at Walmart
Nice.
in between
Who'd have
working.
thought that they made that many?
Right? You know, this one comes in a can. Again, it's from the Harlem Alps, y'all. So you're not
Nice.
gonna find this special breed anywhere, but it's a sangria. It's the
Oh, yeah.
ToneSperience in a can. Open it up, drink it. That picked up the sound pretty good. What do you think?
Yeah, it did. It did.
So I also have 2 more bottles. See, what you don't see here in the video is my keyboard is right underneath where I was just pouring that glass. So
Okay.
if I fucked
I'm
up,
trying to
I'd have
figure
had
out
wine
why my.
all over.
Yeah, I've got mine. I think it's dripping all over, actually. I think my
Ooh.
box is leaking.
Okay, and then I have 2
Never
small
good to have a leaky
bottles
box.
of this wine here. So I've had this wine before, but this is also a sangria. I figured I'd keep it with the theme, you know?
Yeah. All right, let's pour this into a cup instead of the box because I think the box is leaking.
No, Liz, morals are just morals. There's no good or bad when it comes to morals. But again, we'll get right into that in a minute here.
No good or bad when it comes. There's bad morals.
Right. No, she's saying here in the chat like good versus bad morals, question mark, or morals like pep talk. I assume that's pep
Oh, it's like
talks, right?
pep talk.
No. Or
I don't even know what that
morality
means.
like life and death or all of it. No. You'll see
You're
when
going to
we
a
get
weird
to that
place.
point. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a little confused myself.
Yep. Me too. And you know,
I'm confused and I'm part of the show.
right? That was like what was that? The Stand, the book, and then they turned into the movie. There was that lady. She's like, I'm 107 years old and I could make my own bread.
Where did that come from?
I don't know. I was thinking about my mom. We were talking about morals, 7 sins. I went to that place of
Wow.
the tone headspace the tone headspace. You know, that place where my mind just wanders off to for a minute. And I'm like, oh, Seven
I,
Sins, the Stand.
I,
What's
I
up?
can say right now, I think you have been in that location for too long, sir.
A little too long. You mean the
Because
location here in like South
hold on.
Carolina or like in the tone headspace?
No, in South Carolina.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on. It's because tonight you sound like you're already half a bottle in.
Oh, I know.
Just the way your mannerisms and the way you're talking tonight. It just feels like where you're at. I'm like, holy cow, and he's sober. I think it's just gotten to you and you're just ready to go home.
Dude, I am so ready to go home. Plus, like I don't get to talk to people on the regular while I'm working. So this interaction here is like, hey, I'm a puppy. Come play with me. Pet me. Where are we going? Look, a ball squirrel.
You know what's funny?
That's how the ToneSperience
That
always rolls, you know?
that literally explains something to me really clearly. Not going to get into it right here right now, but it's hilarious because that's it.
Yeah.
Anyways,
plus, dude, here people move at a different pace, dude. Things are like super slow here, you know? So, like me, things are slow and people are just like, okie day. You know what I mean? So I'm like, oh,
dude,
hell no, we got
I
to
lived
pep
in
these people
Pittsburgh
up.
for a year. Living in Pittsburgh for a year is like living anywhere else for 5 years, but everything there is just slow. It just is because it's that area. It's not Philly, not a big, bustling city. That's not Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh is actually kind of tight and small. But yeah, everything's slow and kind of weird in so many ways.
Right. And I mean, if you're used to big city life, you'll move into a weird town or even a small town that's just, I mean, it's always going to be different when you move or relocate somewhere. But like, excuse me, like take for me example, at 18 years old, I went from Phoenix, Arizona in the hood to like the backwoods, living in the mountains in Montana, dude, to like a high school where there was like 85, 86 people, and that was K through 12. Like, you want to talk about slow? That place was slower than molasses, bro.
Well, yeah.
But that was just a culture shock and a half, dude, going from Phoenix to there at that young of an age and going, all right, it's a different side of life, but it was a good thing, and I made the best out of it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, you figure I went from Detroit from birth to end of fourth grade.
Uh-huh.
Then I go to Chicago area. From that until I ended up moving to Pittsburgh for a year for school. Came right back to the Chicago area. Then ended up going to Phoenix. So I've
Right.
been big city, big city, big city, other than Pittsburgh, which I still don't consider a big city. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's been my life. I've always gravitated towards the big cities.
Yeah. Do you have your tablet open with the stream going right now, brother, or what?
I do now. What's
Oh,
up?
okay. Now Liz is asking here in the chat who else is watching. Who else is watching? Chime in if you're watching in the chats where you're watching from. That's everybody in the chats.
Well, there's two people watching. I think that's her and I.
Well, put it up in the chat. Where are you watching from? Oh no, you might not want to. Anyway, this is the real name of the wine. It's just called house wine. Like, I saw this, dude. It was 98 cents in the can at the end of the aisle because I was looking for the small bottles of wine because I know they got them, you know? So I'm like, I'm going to find me because my mom was like, oh, you're an alcoholic. You drink a bottle of wine a week on the show. And I'm like, no, I drink 2 bottles of wine while I'm doing the show, not just one. But I haven't been having my tequila. I've been on kind of a tequila break, dude. I don't know. It feels good ever since like the last time I went home. Like like I said, the first show, I opened up got a brand new bottle of tequila when I got home and didn't even open it. It should still be there unopened and untouched. If not, I'll get another bottle when I get home. You know what I mean?
You got to go back to it.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, I love my tequila, but I don't know. I haven't had time to sit and sip and enjoy the tequila because I've been working all these hours trying to pump this job out. And I'm like, I'm so close. I am so close. Like I'm screwing in the new light bulb at the end of that tunnel with the light on it. I'm not only just pulling that cord to turn that light on. Like I've got it turned on. That bulb burnt out a few days ago, and I'm out here trying to replace it with one of those newfangled LEDs.
Right.
Yeah. But
I hear you, man. It's right there.
Yeah, it's right there. I also got a new T-shirt today when I was at the Walmart. So here, check it out. It's a Groku shirt. He's just chilling. Like I'm running out of good shirts to buy. But you know where I know? I found a place where you could buy some awesome custom-made shirts. You know where that's at?
No.
ToneDingoFreeman.com, dude. They got T-shirts. They got pictures. Like, and if you enter StaxPacks, StaxPacks, as the promo code, you will get 10% off your entire order. How about that?
They went with CKS?
Well, it's StaxPacks.
You're right.
Packs.
You're right. I was chewing, man.
.com. Yeah.
Yep.
And Liz says that my bottle of tequila is still there at home untouched. So thank you, baby. I will love to get me a glass when I get back.
That's weird. Mine doesn't say that.
Doesn't say what?
The last thing she said on my screen is, no, you gentrified their home.
Oh, there's probably a lag, dude. You got to think.
That's a bit of a lag.
Yeah, there's got to be because she has chatted a lot since then.
Well, then that's not a lag. That's something's up.
Well, I don't know, but we're still on, and there's 4 people watching. So, dude, the shirt, the wine's pretty good. It tastes semi-carbonated, which I kind of expect from a can for some reason,
I feel you.
Dude, for a 98-cent little can of wine, it's not that bad.
Yeah, that's cool, though.
So, big ups to the original house wine.
We don't know whose house it is, but it is house wine.
I know whose house it is. You know whose house it is?
No, that's what I just said.
Whose house runs house? Whose house? Say what runs house?
That's right.
Yeah, little Rum DMC for that ass.
Well, we did the Funky Cold Medina yesterday. I think that's when it was. Were we on the phone yesterday?
We did. Yeah, that was yesterday because of our guest tonight, the Funky Cold Reverend.
That's right.
Yeah, so we explained where his name came from and all that. Cool cat.
Yeah.
Y'all chatted up with him in a bit. So we got the shirt, we got the wine, like we got a game we're gonna play tonight too.
What?
Yep.
How do you do? Is there a ball? Or
No. So what
how
it
do you
is
score
I'm
points?
gonna give you a category. Okay.
All right.
You are gonna set the precedence for the game because we're gonna get the guests we have on the play too. The game is called Shot in the Mouth.
Ooh.
Ooh, everybody likes a good shot in the mouth, right? So I'm going to give you a category. You have 20 seconds to answer as many things from that category as you can. KUPD used to do it. Holmberg's Morning Sickness used to do it. I forget what in the fuck they called it, but they called it some other shit. So this is what we're calling it. We're going to call it Shot in the Mouth.
So you're asking me questions.
Nope. I'm going to give a category, and you have 20 seconds to name as many things from the category I give you as you can off the top of your head. Now, see, I kind of told you the concept earlier. I didn't tell you what the category is because I wanted to be fresh. I don't want you to prep for it. The one rule here is no Doctor Who category. Because,
that just sucked the air out of me.
Dude, that would be like asking me to name how many different Deadpools there are.
Yeah,
if I asked you name as many doctors as you can in 20 seconds. Go. No. No, not gonna happen. Because like you're gonna totally own that category. And like the other person's not gonna be able to get 20. So the thing is, you get 1,000 points per item in the category. So if you get 10 things in that category in those 20 seconds, you got 10,000 points. Okay.
Nice. I like points.
Yeah. The points, it's kind of a spin off the point game me and my mom used to play when I was growing up, where we just do goofy shit for points. They're arbitrary points. You just get bragging rights. That's what you want. Maybe later on down the line, you might get a free t-shirt for playing. Who knows? We'll see what's up. We'll see how interactive this one gets. But this is a new one we're going to try tonight. So, Shot in the Mouth, give you a category. Each one you get in the category gives you, what'd I say, 1,000 points?
1,000 points, yeah.
Okay, 1,000 points. If you win between our guests, you get an additional 5,000 bonus points for winning.
Very cool.
Okay, if they beat you, that's where you get 5,000 points deducted from your score. And we're going to keep a tally of the ongoing score for when we do this every time.
All right.
So that's where we're at so far with it. Like everything else involved in the ToneSperience, it's always evolving. So we're going to evolve and it might turn into something super cool or it just might be something fun for us to do, which either way, we're going to have fun doing it, right?
That's kind of the idea. I mean, if it fizzles and we like get pissed off or we get depressed because of it, then we're not going to do it again.
That's right. But if it seems something that's a hit, instead of just giving up on it, we can work through what's upsetting us together.
You're damn right.
And we can work it together.
Wow. Well, what's the category? Let's go.
Yeah. We'll just work it out, dude. Fuck it. I totally think I could change like what these buttons do. I'm going to work on that. So anyway, that's the game. What do you think?
I think okay. When you throw it, give me the category. Let's go.
All right, you want to do this right now?
Oh, I thought that's what you were doing. I mean,
cool.
We can wait.
Fuck it, let's do it now, bro. Let's do it now. All right. See, I have a stopwatch, so that's how we're gonna time the 20 seconds. That's right.
All right.
I bought a digital watch just to have a stopwatch. What the heck? My phone does it. My
bro. I have like 4 or 5 stopwatches upstairs from Derby, right?
Well, see, I'm not there upstairs at your house right now, am I?
That would be kind of weird if you were.
Right. Well, heck, bring one with you when you come in that first weekend of April, so we can have a stopwatch.
Yeah, sure, we can keep doing it. Yeah, I like that.
because we're going to do a show from where we're going to be streaming at, which I'm going to announce later in this show. Semi of what's going on. I don't know really all the details of everything, so I could just announce to you what we're going to do from our end as the ToneSperience, and bring the ToneSperience. Bring the ToneSperience.
Bum, 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 bum. He's ruining it, Liz.
No, I heard you. I was trying to do voiceovers on you. But, so we'll announce later how we're going to be bringing this wonderful planned event that my girlfriend has planned out to the people, to the masses, and get them involved in that way they can enjoy the ToneSperience as well. All right, so Doc, are you ready to take a shot in the mouth?
Well, let me finish chewing what I just put in my mouth.
So you got to eat what's in your mouth before you can take a shot in the mouth. That, ladies and gentlemen, is called preparation. You always have to prep for these things. Just saying.
Okay, I'm good to go. Hello?
I'm here. All right, so 20 seconds on the clock.
Yep, go.
Give me as many reptiles as you can name in 20 seconds. Go.
Iguana, bearded dragon, skink. Oh, wow. Gecko. Holy crap. Fat-tailed gecko. Day gecko. Oh, my God.
It's hard, huh?
Monitor lizard. Yeah, monitor lizard. Alligator, crocodile. All right, it's skink.
20 seconds right there. All right, I'm not going to count. Is an alligator. You can Google this because those last two might not count. You're at 9. So,
all right.
Is an alligator and a crocodile technically, are they a reptile or?
Yeah, they're reptiles.
Are they
what else would
an amphibious reptile? Because you didn't say frog.
Alligators, no, crocodiles can be saltwater and will swim in the ocean. Alligators do not.
Okay. Can we get see, Liz says you got 9. That's pretty good for a first shot, dude. It's pretty good for a first.
I'm okay with that. I'm a little bummed because I should have been able to do more, but
it's hard,
chameleon.
Huh?
Damn it, chameleon.
Right?
Shit.
It's hard on the spot, right? It's when I first heard them do this, right? When I first heard them do this, I was like, oh, I know this is easy. That I'd be playing along in the truck, and I'm like, how can I not name 5 Metallica songs? What the
right? Fuck? Oh my God.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah. Like if I'd have said name 5 female singers or name as many female artists as you can name in 20 seconds, go. Like you're going to have at least 4 of them. I know now.
You may not know most of the ones I give you, actually. But...
Oh, I know. But it doesn't matter if I know them. And Liz says, yes, the 2 are reptiles. So thank you, Liz, for helping us keep score. This is where the interaction comes into play. And if you would like to play our game with us while you watch, you can call me. Why not? Or I could call you. Who knows?
See, I'm already on the phone with you, so I can't call you.
Yeah, that's true. My boss said he was going to call me. I don't know if he's going to call me or not, but if he does, I'm going to bring him in. And like I said, I'm going to tell him then that, hey, you're live on YouTube. Would you like to continue this conversation with the Tone?
Yeah, no reason not to. That's kind of the whole idea.
Yeah.
I mean, shit, fuck, right? No, just shit.
Okay.
Not the other stuff.
Not like Mark Rubier's, when you're on the internet, you can do whatever you want.
You would think after hearing so much about this guy from you over the last year and a half, I would know something about him, but I just haven't really felt like it.
Dude, I just think because every time we've been around each other, when I play, you're like, oh, fuck, there's that flamingo dude. He's playing again. I'm just going to tune this out and play some ginger in my ears. At least it's not Kesha.
Hear me out. Hear me out. You laugh about the songs. The songs have funny fucking lines. I'm not a fan of comedy music.
Oh, see now.
Bro, Psycho Stick. I don't like them. I don't like that kind of. It literally kind of makes me go, ugh.
I get that.
And so that's why when you listen to it, you're laughing and shit, and I'm like, oh. But I'm
See,
not gonna like, protest and turn this shit off because that no. You
not
can
like
put
when I throw
country on,
Kesha
and I'm not
on,
gonna.
you're like, oh God, play
I
something
would
else
laugh.
other than
I'd be like,
Kesha.
"What are you doing, man?"
Hey, there's
But
some
I'm not
country in
gonna.
my playlist, so just
But
saying.
that's the thing. I'm like, it all depends,
But
you
see,
know.
Mark has some serious. Wait, hold on. Liz says, "What are you giving Tone? What do you what is she talking about over here?
I don't. Hold on, I'm reading now.
I don't know.
Something about
Liz, you
reptiles.
have to
What are
clarify.
you giving Tone? Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about,
I
Liz.
don't know what she's talking about either, but she has to clarify this one. Anyway,
What am I
so
giving you?
I don't. Does that mean what am I giving? Oh, I already
I
gave
don't
up the
know.
category. Oh no. This isn't a full 360 thing, Liz.
Yeah, no,
This
no.
is I
Remember,
asked
this is the
Doc.
Tone show.
This is
He
the
doesn't have to do
Tone
this. We
Experience.
do.
Well, see, part of the contest and part
You
of
know
the
what? I should just throw a category at him, shouldn't I, Liz?
dude, if you want to throw a category at me, get
Yeah.
out your timer and you tell me when the 20 seconds is. Like,
All
but
right,
see,
I'm
the
gonna do
thing
that.
is I'm gonna give our guests the same category here. So go ahead, you could throw me a category and see how hard it is.
You're
See
gonna
how
give him the same one that I gave you.
yeah, because that's the thing. Is I
All
give him the
right.
same category and he has to trump your answers. If he trumps
Okay.
you lose that many points. So you've already
Right.
got 9,000.
Right.
9,000 points.
Right. That's cool. But I'm gonna give you one.
That's
Whether it
fine.
counts towards whatever, you're gonna do it.
Give
So
me a second
are
category
you
here.
okay? I'm gonna give it to you,
All
and
right.
I'm gonna start the timer right when I finish.
Okay. We
All right.
need what we need here is we need that Jeopardy theme playing in the background while this is
Or I could
happening.
just hit the start button and tell you, and you could try and figure it out.
No. All right. You tell me category, then hit the start button. But I think it would be neat if there was like, I don't
Yeah,
know, some kind of music playing in the background.
I
Maybe a
agree.
walking bass line.
Put some
Hmm.
notes down, bro.
I have them right here next to me. And these
Yeah.
are I've talked to these people about doing a walking bass line. Anyway, bring it, brother.
Anyway,
Let's go.
ready?
Me and Groku are ready here.
All right.
Let's do
All right.
this.
Types of badgers.
Oh, fuck you, dude. Like, all I know is a honey badger. Like, what do we got? A honey badger, a brown badger, a black badger, a red badger, a fox badger, a cat badger, sleepy, sneezy, sleazy, dopey,
Come on,
doc,
Liz.
grumpy
Check our
badger.
facts.
Like, am I
20
giving any
seconds.
badgers here? Is it 20
I
seconds?
don't know. It's 20 seconds.
Yeah.
See,
Like,
bro,
that's crazy right
bro.
there.
That's why I said no. I'm going to give you one. It doesn't have to count, but I'm going to give you one because I'm like, oh my god, types of badgers. I
Yeah.
have to do this.
Dude,
And
now
so yeah,
you know what's gonna happen. We're gonna get off this live stream and I'm gonna be looking up badgers later to be like, and I'm gonna be
oh, I was
texting
kind
you
of,
at like 2 a.m. going,
bro. I
dude.
was expecting Liz to be doing it right now,
I know, right? Right.
like
Oh,
she's
that's
our
funny.
fact checker.
Huh. All right, so you got 9. You got 9,000 points. That, ladies and
Sweet.
gentlemen, is shot in the mouth, and Doc took it.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, dude, you did pretty good. You got 9 in
Yeah,
20
I'm
seconds.
I'm
That's
happy that it ramped up as much as it did because
yeah,
I have trouble remembering names and all that kind of
right.
stuff. But they all popped in. And I was like, oh yeah, that one.
Liz said I got 2 badgers correct. Which one, honey badger, and which was the other one? It's
I
got to
think
be a
brown.
black or a brown badger,
No,
huh?
I think it's a brown badger.
Yeah,
I could be wrong.
right. I don't know. Badgers are awesome, dude.
Yeah, I've been watching this show, Mountain Men.
Oh yeah, great.
And I think you and I talked about this before.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm watching one of the last episodes they have on Hulu because there's only one season. And dude tracks down 2 mountain lions, and they're both up in a tree. And he's going on about how that's so rare to have 2 in a tree. Camera zooms in. And I'm like, those are some beautiful fucking animals.
Right.
They are just gorgeous. Just the fur and the color and the patterning. It's amazing. I'm like, oh, I want to touch it. No, it's gonna eat my hand.
Huh. Like, did I ever tell you about the first elk hunt I was on where I could have bagged an elk legally? Did I ever tell you
No.
about that one? So
Mm-mm.
me, Tim, Tab's brother,
Yeah.
Tab's dad, Tab and Hackett's son, Chris, is with us. and it's opening morning. The sun just comes up, and we saw antlers while we're just driving down this road right before the sun came up, right? So we get out, and Tim's family's deal is if it's your first hunt,
Bro,
yeah.
was it that same road that we got stuck on?
No, it wasn't that road, but it was that
Oh, that would have
same.
been so cool.
It was that same area though, because it was up in Williams.
Yeah. Well, and
That
their
would have been
cabin's
ridiculous.
there, so I would assume it would be around there.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and we didn't get drawn. We got drawn for the unit just north, so we were like just north of
Oh, okay.
Williams
So you're
instead of
region
outside of
based. Like,
Flagstaff. Yeah, yeah. That's how the
gotcha,
hunts go.
gotcha.
You pick an area, put in
Okay.
for your lottery, you get pulled, you go
Well,
on your hunt, you don't, you get your
you and
fee
I
back.
going up there to spot for them.
Yeah,
That is the closest thing I've ever done to actual hunting.
right
I've
on.
never gone hunting. I've never shot and killed anything. I've shot guns. I just haven't ever shot and killed anything.
Right.
Not because I missed. I just haven't gone out for that. And I'm like, you
So
know, I'm watching the mountain man thing, and they're like, they're taking things down. I'm like, oh, no, it wasn't that. It was the Bayou men, I think it was. And they're like, they killed this 12-foot gator.
oh
I'm
yeah,
like,
they like
oh my
shoot them
God.
in the with the 22, and yeah,
Right.
it's crazy. It's crazy. But
But then they show how they skin it and then what parts of the skin is going to be used for different types of leather.
yeah.
And then they take the meat, they sell the meat. I'm like, see, I'm okay with that.
Oh yeah,
You're
yeah, yeah.
using it all.
So this hunting trip that we're on, opening morning, sun just comes up. We see antlers like maybe
Yeah.
60 yards off the road. You can't
Nice.
shoot while you're on the road, so you have to get out your
Right.
vehicle. You have to, and this was just like a fluke, dude, that we just saw this beautiful buck, dude, or this beautiful bull elk, sorry,
Yeah.
standing within like 60 yards of me. So I get out my
Nice.
little 91 Jeep that I use for hunting, you know,
Yeah.
pull up, I get him in my rifle, and he just looks so majestic. And Tim's like, take the shot. And I'm like, bro, sun has to come up. Got to stick by rules. I'm like buying time, waiting for him to walk away at this point because I couldn't take the shot, right? So this bull elk sat there the entire like 20 minutes it took for the sun to fully come up, right?
Wow.
Bro, and once
Yeah.
that sun came up, you saw this awesome mist behind him.
Yep.
He was just so big and beautiful and young. And I'm like, oh my God, this creature deserves to live. So
Oh, yeah.
Timmy's like, take your shot. So I took my shot, right? And now
You missed.
with my 7 mil, I could hit 300 yards out pretty damn
Yeah.
accurately. You know, if I could hit a pop can from 70 yards out, I can hit from 300 yards out, I could hit an
Yeah.
elk at 60 yards, no problem.
Right.
Right.
Right. Shit, bro. I could probably hit an elk at 60 yards with with the 7.
Dude, I
Yeah.
aimed high and way to the right and hit this tree that was like 10 feet away from him. And like
Yep.
ejected my round loud as crap, and Tim yells, "Oh my God, you just missed!" And the elk took off running. I'm
Took
like,
off.
yeah,
Yep.
that's exactly what I wanted from that moment. One starfish at a time, or heck, literally one elk at a time. I changed
Well,
that
you've
elk's
heard the
life
thing.
that day.
You've heard the stats about how, like, I can't remember what the percentage is, but you know, a large percentage of new recruits in the military do not aim to kill.
Right, right.
And they will obviously after that experience, but they can't, and they just will shoot high or too low or whatever it is, and it's like that. I get it, you know.
Yeah,
They taking that life, especially with a human being, right, you know, in front of you. That's even more so.
oh,
But
definitely.
yeah, I feel you on that thing with the hunting. With that, like
But I
it's
mean,
just this gorgeous, majestic animal. It's like
yeah,
no, let it go.
right. And I've hunted as a food source from time to time when I had to when I lived in Montana, you know.
Yeah,
And you know, I've hunted when I lived in Tonopah as a food source from time to time, and ate wild rabbits and quail
right.
and
We talked
dove
about
and
that.
snakes, and you know, but you use every part of that animal. You use it all.
Yeah.
You know, if not, you shouldn't be out there taking lives, you know, whether it's an
Well,
animal or a
when
person or whatever. I'm not condoning people eating
my
people, you know, don't get me wrong. But
my former father-in-law, he was a hunter. You know, he would go each year. Again, we lived outside Milwaukee, so you know, there's obviously a lot of hunting in that sort of region, and so he would go. And he came back with a deer one time, and we're heading to his house. We pull up in the driveway. Here's the deer carcass hanging from a tree. You know,
yeah.
he hadn't gutted it yet, but he does. He gets all the meat processed. You know,
Mhm.
so it gets used. You know,
Yeah.
Now, it's overpopulation is the issue up there, though. So it's like, well, you got to kill them. You might as well do it in a decent way because they're
Right.
just going to keep multiplying,
And that's
and
how
that
it
becomes
is.
an issue.
That's how it is everywhere that states that allow hunting
Right.
is it's
Exactly.
overpopulation. Arizona, they
Yep.
control it by
Yeah.
the lottery program. Instead of
Yep.
states where
It's
you can hunt, you just go buy a tag, but you're doing it archery,
Yep. It's like firefighters clearing underbrush.
Oh
You
yeah.
know what I mean? You're
Yeah.
thinning the herd because it will be fine. It's going to keep going, but it's too many. The food's
Right.
going to run out and all that kind of crap.
Yeah. Overpopulation brings food that runs out for them.
Yep.
Like there's so many benefits to the hunting programs as long as it's done properly,
Right.
not those.
Exactly.
That's a whole nother topic for a whole nother day.
Oh,
But
of course.
that was my hunting experience.
Nice. That
One
was a
of
good
them.
one, man.
One of them. I mean, I've
Right.
been hunting several times, but most of the time you just go to go. You don't normally get nothing.
Well, and that's
You're just going for the experience.
yeah, and you and I, that's all we're gonna do. I'm like, that'd be cool to
Yeah.
spot for him and shit. I'm like, that'd be cool. And then black ice. But hey, that was a hella experience.
That was a hell of a fun bonding experience.
It
Dude,
was
is what that was.
gigantic.
All right, I just finished that can of wine. That's what's up.
Nice.
It didn't taste too
Yeah,
bad. The carbonation
Yeah.
kind of like throws me off, but it's like mildly carbonated. Maybe that's the sangria thing. I don't know.
I like those. I do like those hard seltzers they make now that are all the rage.
Yeah.
I do like them. Sometimes I don't want a beer because a beer is just more filling. It just feels. I don't really feel like that, especially here in Phoenix, hot, all that kind of crap.
Right.
But Kaya and I had a brand that we used to buy and that we both liked, so that was cool. But I picked up there on sale the Bud Light brand.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god! I literally poured 10 cans down the drain today, fresh, brand new cans. Crack them open, pour them down the drain. Horrible.
Well, that's
So
Bud Light
to
for
anybody
you.
who listens to this, do not drink those.
I've had
So
like the Hornitos brand I had at
yeah,
the Hampton the Hilton Garden Inn, the
yeah,
way better version of this hotel. The internet here
yeah,
sucks. They
right.
don't even have a bar, dude, at this hotel. Fuck.
It's just a hotel, man. It's nothing big.
Yeah. I don't even have a jacuzzi.
You've been
tub.
staying at the bigger places because of your job, man. And I don't think I've stayed in a place with a bar in years.
Huh. It's kind of convenient to have a bar, dude. Like they serve food, they serve drinks. You can go be social if you want, or
Oh, I
not,
agree.
or always. I liked it because I would order food and take it to my room while they're making my food. I'd have a drink, then I'd go to my room and sit and I'd have my food.
Right. Well, I mean, like the place I stay in Hurricane, Utah, there, when I go to Zion, it's a
Yeah.
Days Inn, and it's a room and continental breakfast.
Oh yeah.
That's it.
Like
Now, there's fast food and stuff not too far, and you can get food around in the area. There's not a whole lot of restaurants.
yeah.
There's no place to get alcohol after 10 o'clock ish.
Right. And see, that's just Utah though, right there. Like
It is. Well,
yeah.
hold on. My first year when I went, my big year, my life changing year when I was there. It was my last night. I go to JB's, get some breakfast food, whatever it was, because they're open. I tipped the waitress 100% because it was just an amazing trip. I'm like, no, and she was good. She didn't look like she was happy to be there. I wrote on the thing, something about it. I can't remember exactly what it was, but I headed out and I had asked her. I said, "Where can you get a drink?" And she's like, well, there's a place down here on yada, yada, yada. It's Eagles. That's what it's called. I'm like, okay. So I go there. Turns out it's one of those, I don't want to say club, but like the Elks Lodge type of thing,
Yeah.
But
in Utah
Eagles.
they call them social clubs. Like,
right.
When
well,
I drove truck and worked up there, like you go to a bar, you just had to pay a cover, and they call them social.
Well, I walked
clubs.
in, and there's one guy in there. And he says, "Can I help you?" I said, "I was told that this is like the only place I can get a drink in town." And he's like, "Well," I said, "it looks like it's probably members." He's like, "Yeah, it kind of is." He says, we got to talk to a person, get to know them, and that kind of thing. So you got to be comfortable with the person before you have them. I'm like, "I get you. I feel you, man." He goes, he says, "You know what? Step outside." We go outside. He has a cigarette, and we talk. And he says, "Cool, let's go." We go inside, and I just sat there and drank. One of the other guys comes in. This is not a happy thing. This is a sad thing because there had been rain shortly before I was there. Well, like 2 days before I was there, there'd been a bunch of rain. And so these guys come in and they are emergency responders. And there were, God, I think it was 4 or 5 people were killed in the Narrows that day by flash flood. And the Narrows is at the end of the Zion Park. And you can go that way. Usually it's fine, but it's a huge risk of flash flood. Literally the day I was there, people were killed in that canyon.
Right.
And I'm just like, holy crap. But, you know, it's like, that is cool. You know, it was a great environment. That's what, you know, capped that trip off. That trip was amazing, start to finish.
Yeah.
And so I can't recapture that, but new ones, damn it.
That's
new
right.
experiences.
You can do new experiences, just like you're going to be coming up here the first week of April. So
exactly.
April
to a new
Fools.
place I've never been, you know, just to hang out with people that are from there, which is my favorite thing to do.
Yeah.
That is what I think. I still feel that is what made my summers when I used to go to suburbs outside London, because a good friend of mine, that's where he grew up.
Right. And see, the cool thing is you get to come to Great Barrington. Great. You know, the show works when he doesn't hang up on me. We got hung up on. So we're going to call him right now. We're going to call him back in.
Damn.
Yeah.
All of a sudden my phone hung up.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I was going to say, dude, this show runs. I was sitting here saying on the stream, the show runs better when we don't get hung up on. Because, like, I'm sitting there talking and got hung up on. Anyway.
Well, but the thing is I would go out there. I'll keep it. I'll abbreviate now. But our dads work together across the ocean, whatever, same company. So I go out there. I spent 3 summers there, and I'd be there for 10 days. Well, I got to go into London. I got to do things as somebody who lived there. Yeah. And that city, much like every city, is a completely different experience.
Right. And speaking of experiences, again, back to what I was saying, when you come up here, you get to come to Great Barrington. You get to meet the town that made me fall in love and made me go, fuck yeah, I want to live here in Massachusetts.
Right.
You get to meet the people that I've interacted with. We're going to chop it up. It's going to be great. But we're about 17 minutes over the time that we were supposed to call.
Oh, shit.
That's why I've been trying to speed you up. You know what I'm saying?
Do it.
And I'm trying to speed myself up. So we're going to bring in the Funky Reverend.
Woo, he's funky. See, now you need that bass line.
I know, right?
Boom, 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 boom. No, I'm not good with him, guy.
Oh, dude, no, you're kept rocking with it. I was about to start freestyling and shit, you know?
We'll have to do that.
Yep, it cut him off.
Hello.
Hey, you're there.
I'm here.
All right, hold on. I'm getting ready to patch you in.
Okay.
All right, Doc, you still on?
Yeah.
All right, now we have the Funky Reverend.
Woo!
All right, can you hear the echo, bro, that we had going on? That was awesome.
Just a little bit, but not too bad.
Yeah, it comes through just a hair. All right, so we got the Funky Reverend here. Doc, meet the Rev, meet Doc.
Nice to meet you, Rev. Good to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Doc.
So Doc is a good friend of mine, almost like brother level, like you and I are.
Okay.
Except I talk to him more than I talk to you. Because like me and the Rev, we got this relationship where we'll talk for like a half a minute and we might meet up, but we haven't seen each other in a couple of years due to circumstances that are all under my control.
Life, man.
Yeah, life happened, you know. But we met back in 2001.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, right around when I went back to Circle K working, and it was like November-ish when I went back. And I'd only been clean off meth since like September 15th at that point. So like he saw me when I was freshly off some meth, and he got to see a lot of my changes through life, and he's been there. But like, we have the type of relationship like we won't speak for a couple years or a few months or so, and we hit each other up. And it was just like yesterday, and that's how people should be, you know. This is like when I hit him up yesterday, asking if he'd be on tonight. He hit me back a few hours later, but he was doing his thing. But you know, we chopped it up for a bit on the phone, and it was all good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always like no time has passed. You know, it's like, I mean, I can pick up the phone and talk to him, and yeah, it doesn't matter if I haven't seen him for months. You know, or in this case, you know, in person years or whatever, or talk to him for months. But you know, I can always
got a friendship
and just pick right back up where we left off the last time.
Yeah,
it's
but I mean,
all part of the ToneSperience.
The ToneSperience.
It's all part of it, man.
Brought to you by Stacks Packs. Dude, what did you drink this morning when you woke up, Doc?
I drank some coffee.
You drank some coffee?
Dude, I did.
So, should we tell the Rev where we know how to get the hookup on some good coffee? Let's tell him.
Well,
tell him, Doc.
I think we need to tell everybody.
Let's tell him.
If you go to stackspacks.com.
That's STAXPACKS. Sorry.
And you put in the promo code ToneDingo. You get 15% off and free shipping.
See, that's a steal and a half. More people should be going to stackspacks.com to get their coffee. See, that's how we do.
I'm always ready for good coffee.
Dude, seriously though, check them out. Stacks Packs, bro. Like, their coffee is legit. I was on their website earlier because I updated my website, because if you go to my website, ToneDingoFreeman.com, and order a t-shirt, now you can get 10% off your entire order by entering Stacks Packs as the promo code. That's STAXPACKS. Stacks Packs.
So passionate about the Stacks Pack.
Right. This is Tone Dingo here, shilling away.
Seriously.
Oh my God.
But hey, at least we believe in the company, bro.
That's right.
You know,
that's definitely
that's what it matters the most.
Bro.
Is we believe in the guy who owns the place. We believe in the company, the message. You know, it's more than just the coffee.
Yeah, dude. Like he's a legit dude. Like, overcomes so much. Like, I brag and boast so much about what I've overcome, and damn it, I'm good at my job. You know, in everything I touch turns to gold. People have heard me say that on this is episode 7 tonight. 7.
Yep.
Dun, dun, dun. Lucky number 7. Dude, how ironic is that? What do you think?
That's where my brain was going. I was like,
damn, I didn't even think of that one earlier. We're going to have to full circle this one. But, like, dude is legit gangster, yo. Like, he's in a wheelchair, can't move his hands. Dude plays GTA 5. Watching him live stream last night on GTA 5 in that little red Porsche that he was, like, driving around. Dude, like,
he's controlling it with his chin and stuff. I'm just like,
that's the only is with his mouth and his chin,
but
and
he just does.
He works a whole right there, right?
Yeah, that's amazing. That's really amazing,
bro. And I mean, like, Rev, you and I, we used to sit and play Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, and like, I got so excited when you can control a semi truck with the trailer, because I was learning how to drive a truck at the time, you know. But like,
you had to get some hot coffee though, didn't you?
I had to get some hot coffee in that game. You have to. You know, they should have had Stacks Packs coffee. That's right. Stacks Packs coffee. Dude, that should have been the hot coffee in that game. Stacks Packs, you know?
Oh, my God.
Albert, I'm sorry, Rev, what are you drinking tonight, brother? Are you drinking anything right now? How's your day going?
I'm drinking some White Claw.
Okay. What
flavor I love the White Claw.
Yep.
What flavor you
drinking? I got me some strawberry White Claw.
Oh, nice. I do like
very
that.
Good.
Not bad. Yeah, I do like it.
See, what's ironic is right before we called you, bro, we were just talking about how shitty the Budweiser brand of seltzers taste.
The Bud Light.
Oh, I'm sorry. Bud Light. Dude, Bud Light, Budweiser, they're the same shitty company to me, because their beer tastes like shit. It shouldn't even be classified as beer. It's made with rice and water. Like, you could drink a lot of it, but, you know,
I agree with you on that one. I mean, I've never been a fan of the major, American breweries. I used to drink a lot of beer. I used to really love drinking beer, but
We drank a lot of beer together.
Their hard seltzer is actually pretty good. Oh,
Ooh, Doc, you want to break it down to them?
I hate to admit it, but I actually think their hard seltzer tastes pretty good.
Ooh, Doc, you want to tell him your story about their hard seltzer? Because I don't think
with the Bud Light.
Yeah. You want to tell him the story about your experience with them?
Yeah, I started getting the seltzer things, whatever they are, and I like them. I'm like, you know what? Sometimes you want a beer. That's all there is to it. And I like the taste, and it gets you a little buzz. Sure, I've got a low tolerance. Woohoo! So I was getting them. Then I started dating a woman. She liked one of the brands, so we would generally get that brand. I'm trying to remember what it is. I have them actually in the kitchen right now. But we would get those, and I liked them. She liked them. Was it Truly? And we both liked it, and so I would get those. Well, we split up, whatever. So I just haven't been drinking anything. And then I'm at the store. I see the Bud Light ones. I'm like, why not? I'll try them. I tried 2 flavors. After that, they sat in the fridge for about 5-6 days. Earlier today, I cracked each one open and poured them down the drain. Oh, I literally couldn't drink them. They were horrendous. I'm like, what? I don't care. What is that, like $14? Don't care. It's down the drain. It's whatever. And they're all in the recycle bin. Yeah. So, but then Target happened to have the Truly one, several of the flavors on clearance. So, hey, cool. So I bought those. So I got something. But I'm drinking boxed wine tonight, so there's a difference.
See, now every
box wine is always great.
Dude, box wine is always great. Like, I feel elegant when I have me a box of wine, So I always drink a bottle of wine during the show, and I got Doc kind of started in with the box of wine here, which it goes all right, you know. So I started tonight with 2 bottles of wine and a can of wine. Now, the bottles of wine I haven't opened yet, but I'm about to open one of them. They're only like,
oh no, here we go.
They're like 1.5 ounce bottles.
Just a warning to the guests. This is where it goes. It goes deep into the ToneSperience.
This is where the ToneSperience.
Yeah, it goes
kind
deep.
Of starts coming in the place. But so I got 2 awesome little bitty 1.5 ounce bottles of wine. So it's like 2 glasses of wine, right? And then I have a can of wine here that I first opened tonight, and it's sangria. It kind of tastes almost like, what was that wine you introduced me to at that little, Riuniti Lambrusco? You remember that wine? You introduced me to that at that little Italian restaurant we used to go to back in the day. So this is a can at Walmart of all the places of house wine sangria. It was 98 cents. It was a pretty good can, dude. Like, if I was an alcoholic and homeless, I'd be begging for change and running to Walmart and buying like a backpack full of those things.
I used to get oak leaf wine at Walmart in bottles. And the bottle cost like $4.
Right.
And I would get this Chardonnay, and it was actually decent. And that bottle would get me pretty messed up. My tolerance level.
See, what's funny is I've never liked being drunk. I really don't like the feeling of being drunk. Like, and then I'll lay in bed and I'll get off the stream. Let me elaborate on that one. I'll get off on the stream. I won't just get off. I'll get off the stream for the night, and then I'll lay in bed and like the hotel room is spinning. I really don't like that spinny feeling.
Yeah.
So my mom was like, just call it out, you're a drunk. And I'm like, let me get 3 bottles of wine. And they're little bitty, teeny tiny bottles.
Well, you remember when you came out here in the fall, and you and I were sitting there, and we, then Liz and I were sitting there, and then we were drinking the tequila. And I said, that was the drunkest I had been in probably a good 10 years. I literally don't get drunk. I just haven't. That's not really, I guess, what I do. I don't think about it, but I just don't keep drinking. You know. Whereas that night, that was a different night. I'm like, nope.
Oh,
Give me another drink.
that was an entirely different night. Like we were taking
Yeah,
shots out of a moose shot glass and doing we had an adventure. I'm not gonna go into what we did, but Rev, I'll talk to you not on the air about what we did. But if you tune into my TikTok channel,
bro,
you will see a
there
live
are a
stream
couple
coming
videos
up.
on TikTok.
Oh yeah, there are. Me with the pig,
I
and
took
then
those
me
3
tripping
videos
out in your kitchen. Yeah.
in the
But we're not
kitchen.
really
Yep.
saying exactly in the videos what we were doing or what we were
Dr.
partaking
Houdini
of
10
in moderation.
on TikTok. The videos are there. As you scroll through my videos, most of them look the same because my face.
Oh
But
yeah.
there's 3 videos that are not my face.
Yep.
Yeah, they're interesting.
They're
those were
very
posted when I was not sober, but it was fun.
Yeah, dude, that was
Josh
an
always knows where to
amazing
find a
24
good time.
hours.
One at a time.
I'm so glad
Sorry.
I covered that up. Don't call me by that name on
Sorry.
here. Yeah, you're good.
Sorry
you're good.
about that.
No, it's easy to do because that's what you've always called me. You've never called me by my nickname. So here it is. Let's bring it. Bring on the ToneSperience from the Reverend's perspective.
I think that's one of the benefits I have is most people I know don't use my real name.
Right.
Now, if we do the momism
right
segment and my mom comes on, I'm going to have to tell her ahead of time, don't say my name.
Right. Your mom's got to get used to calling you Doc. Just like when my mom comes on this weekend, because we're gonna have my mom. We're gonna have my mom as a guest this weekend. It's gonna be great.
Oh wow.
Sunday?
Yeah. So my mom, we're gonna talk about. I'll talk to you later about what we're gonna talk about this weekend. But it's gonna be it's great. I've already got planned out, dude. This is where you know how my mind works. It's crazy.
Scarily, yes.
Yeah, it works unlike anybody else's mind in this
you
world.
You are high functioning for sure, but I would almost say you're not.
Right, like I'm kind of an in-betweeny, huh? Yeah, I'm definitely off my
rocker. There is no in-between. I feel you are nuts, but you know how to function with that nut.
Oh yeah, dude, I'm like
that's what I'm saying. Most people who are nuts don't know how to hold and maintain that nut to actually function properly.
Yeah,
you not only function properly, you exceed.
Yeah, I'm a whole different level of nuts. I like to hold them motherfuckers real close. And like I embrace those nuts, dude.
He loves holding nuts tight.
I love holding the nuts, yo. Anyway, I embrace it, dude. And like I've said, like my new motto this last year since I've been off the fentanyl pills was like,
oh my god,
like fuck, dude, because I just hit
you
the
have
ground
no
running
idea.
with that. But my hold on here.
No.
Hold on. So my motto here, then you can go after my motto. My motto here this last year has been like my mind doesn't work right, but my disabilities are my abilities, not a disability, because I don't have a disadvantage. I see shit in an artistic way that most people don't see. And I learned how to equate that to my daily life as far as my work. And I persevere over every challenge, even this stupid South Carolina job I'm on. I've learned so much since I've been at this project for the last 2 months. Like I'm proficient in operating a new piece of machinery to where I can teach somebody in 2 hours how to operate this gear. You know what I'm saying? But all right, you go ahead before I go on a tone tangent.
I'll try not to go too much on a doc tangent.
Right.
We both have a tendency to do that.
We do, but that's where ADD is awesome.
What I was gonna say was, and I've said it before, but I'm gonna keep saying it though, that I'm so insanely proud of you for kicking that habit. Now, for anybody who's listening, I knew this guy. I've known you since what? What do we say? 2016-ish?
15, bro. 15.
Was it 15?
Yeah, because we narrowed it down to FanFest 2015.
Yep.
Rock was with the Scarlet Spider. It comes 360.
I was there with Jay.
Yeah, we were at the after party together because there's a picture of me, you, and like 6 women at the after party.
And that's where I met
And we weren't nailing
oh
any
yeah,
of them. What the fuck?
I met Anna at the after party upstairs, and she's a good friend of mine now. But anyway, so yeah, so I've seen this guy through, didn't want to touch weed because it was too much for him and all this kind of stuff, into then getting to know him better and seeing the fact that he was using fentanyl and sitting in his garage talking about it, watching him set, going to crush it and whatever it was. And
We're
I'm
still
like,
talking
yeah,
about me, right?
yeah.
Okay,
and I'm like,
cool.
I don't want to have anything to do with that shit. And he says, good, now I know that. I will never offer it to you. I will never let you talk to somebody who can get it for you. I mean, that was legit friendship right there.
Yeah.
The fact that not only did he step out and say that I'll never get it for you, no, he said, I will never set you up with him, because he knows I don't know anybody in that sort of world. I just don't. And so I'm like, that's awesome. And so he never did. Well, I saw him function. I saw him work. He did his job. He wasn't a bum on the job. And he would function. His mind was in a billion different places at any given time. He helped me do stuff around my house here, but then he gets clean. And the struggle of him getting clean because of necessity, but he did. Yeah. And he came out the other side, this clear-headed, just brilliant mind that was there the whole damn time. Now, it just needed to be let go.
Now, you know and see how focused I am since I've been
clean my God,
this
yes.
last over a year now, which is great.
Yep.
Here, hold on. I have an effect for this. Here we go. That's right. I got a little clapping effect to add in. But Rev, you saw me when I got clean off meth. How motivated did you see me get for the things I was motivated for? Boom, out of nowhere. And what did you think about that?
That I was going to say, I mean, what Doc says, I mean, is almost like the exact same thing that I saw, 15 years before.
Yep.
Seeing him, and I mean, I didn't find out until we became better friends and we were talking more and stuff. But to see how low he was, and I mean, to do what he did to get off of the addiction and be at the lowest point of his life and get himself straight and be working, making money, helping out his kid,
doing what I had
helping
to
out
do.
His ex-wife, and just, I mean, the way he just totally, I mean, it's hard. I ask anybody to imagine turning your back on everybody that you associate with, everybody that you're hanging out with, you're friends with, whatever, and setting your life on this course and just sticking to it no matter what, because you have to, for yourself, for your family. And I mean, it as I found out more about it, as we went on in our friendship, I mean, just, it really blew me away, that he could do that, because that's the thing. I mean, most people can't do that. It's just too much for them. But I mean, he did it, and I watched it, and that was one of the big things that always impressed me about Tone.
Thank you. And
like I said, it's been there all along, so you got to see it before as well. So clearly, you and I both got to see that. No, there's more. And it's being held back. And then you saw it come out when he got clean from the one thing. Then I see it, but and now, thankfully, he's latched onto that sobriety, and he sees the advantages now. When you're younger, maybe
we're not going to call it sobriety, because I still drink. There's other things I do, but I'm going to call it. I will not, I have not touched fentanyl in over a year, and I will not touch it again. Like, if I start drinking heavily to where it affects my life, you've got every
I'm gonna
right.
Say some shit.
Yeah,
your woman's gonna say some shit.
Yeah,
you're gonna hear about it.
Yeah, so, and you got every right to, dude. As
of course,
as the title of brother, that means you can call my ass at 3 a.m. and wake me up and put me in check. Yeah, am I gonna be happy about it? No, because I got woken up. No. Am I gonna be woke, as the new kids say today? yeah, it might be eye-opening. At first, I'm going to be like, this motherfucker called me at 3 talking about I drink too much. What the fuck? And then I'm going to be sitting there thinking about it for a couple of days going, damn, I do drink too much. It's affecting my
But you know what's
life.
cool about that, bro? You know what's cool about that, though?
Yeah.
Is I know even after that moment of you being pissed, I don't even have to talk to you again. I know in my head, oh, he's thinking about this shit.
Oh, yeah.
Because I know that would get you thinking. And that's exactly what this all entails.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
And you know
is
me,
that
you plant
we-
that seed in my mind, I fucking run tenfold
Exactly.
with it, dude. And I turn
Yep.
that seed into
That's
a
right.
fucking golden tower of magical fucking beans,
Yep.
dude, to the beanstalk, to the giants and shit,
Yep.
dude. Like, we're climbing that fucking beanstalk right now, bro.
Wow.
Like, and we're climbing it with the ToneSperience and the Reverend. All right, I'm kind
So
of
take
tipsy.
that
This
next
is
level
great.
then
Hell yeah.
and say, you know what? You know what would help us climb that beanstalk?
What's that?
Some caffeine.
Oh, some caffeine.
Coffee,
You know,
bro.
do you know where we can get some good caffeine and some great coffee and teas and other herbal products at a great
I
price? Do you
need to
know?
refill my stack. No, I don't
Bro,
know.
you need to hit up stackspacks.com. That's STAXPACKS.com. Enter the promo code TONEDINGO and you will get what percentage off I hear? I think it's like 20%. Right?
I think it was 15, bro.
All right, 15%. You can get 15%
But you get free
off.
shipping, man. But you get free shipping.
Dude, and free shipping, that's worth it right there. That's
Absolutely.
worth it. So remember, stackspacks.com, Tone Dingo, get your 15% off your order and free shipping. Free. See, this is what we do, brother.
Oh,
This is what we do, brother. All right, so
I hear you.
One of the first experiences that me and the Rev had where he really got to know me, I got divorce papers. I was thinking about this earlier. Dude, I got served divorce papers at work. And me and the Rev had to work this 2 o'clock to 10 shift together, right? And I get there, and of course, I'm 30 minutes early because, like, I'm trying to be manager and shit of our store, which, like, there was times where I kind of wasn't I, Rev?
I'm sorry?
There was times where I kind of was the manager at the store, right?
Oh, yeah.
So I'm trying to be manager. I get there like 30 minutes earlier so I can sit there and have the meeting with our manager because I'm like assistant manager in training. You know, so of course I'm doing what I do and I'm Superman at the job. Yeah, I do, dude. Well, wait till I get me a new effects board, dude. It's going to be legit awesome.
What's funny is I don't hear it, which is funny to me.
Right, but see, you'll hear it and you'll hear it in post. Yeah, you know I hit it because I always go, the ToneSperience.
Oh, yeah. It's the way you say it, yeah.
I get that DJ voice. Sure. All right, ladies, next up, we've got the wonderful Dr. Houdini the 10th coming up to the main stage for you 5 times. Make sure you get them private shows, y'all.
Sorry, I got a little carried away with that.
Boots and pants and boots and pants and boots and pants. Anyway, so fuck.
A little flashback to the old days.
A little flashback to the days of me DJing on Radio QQ12. Oh, yeah. Anyway. All right, I went on a tone tangent. Where the fuck was I? Somebody remind me. Oh, the store.
You were
I got
working
signed.
at the store.
Right. The store. So it was me, the Rev. We came in 2 to 10. Of course, I was early, and of course, the Rev was late. We're not gonna get into why, but he was always late. But he would stay late. He would work hard when he was there. He was a good solid dude. So when we first met at work, I was like, all right. Fuck, dude, this dude's always late, but he works hard when he's here as long as he just gets going, you know? So I had to like help him get going every day, whether we sat there and played magic cards or I had coffee at the ready for him, which was not Stacks Packs coffee, it was Circle K coffee, because stackspacks.com did not exist at the time, you know? So I'm kind of setting the scene for you here, you know? Anyway, so
I'm dying over here. Hold on.
Right. So we're working together and I come in and our boss is like, dude, there's this lady in a white car who's been out here for you like the last hour. Who is she? I'm like, I don't know. And I clock in, and she comes up to the counter, the chick in the white car. She serves me divorce papers, dude, at 2:15 p.m. on Valentine's Day, no less, of 2022.
There are two things you don't ever want to inhale. One, most of us probably know, and that's saliva. That's what just happened. Two is just a warning for everybody. Coconut oil. If you're using a CBD tincture or THC tincture that's a coconut oil base, and you put it on your tongue, do not, for the love of God, inhale. Because it does not absorb like water or something else would. It clings to those. God, you're going to feel like you're going to die.
That totally does not sound like fun. Anyway, so
go ahead.
It was Thursday, Valentine's Day, 2022. The lied to me and filed for sole custody, but I'm like, I'm a meth addict. What the fuck am I gonna do anyway? The judge ain't gonna give me what I want, you know? So afterwards, we get off at the same time. Third shift takes over. I'm like, dude, I want to go out and drink. So he and I went to the Funny Farm across the street from the Circle K we worked at. Ended up running into somebody that I knew from high school. Bar closed, and we're already lit as shit, right? We go to the liquor store next door, Jack's, where I used to buy cigarettes in high school every payday and get a carton of smokes for like $20 of Camel menthol or Camel wide shorts for like under.
I bought a carton.
It was like 19 and a quarter,
$20.
right?
Yeah.
Dude, I got a carton here the other day for $30. That was awesome. Fuck yeah.
That's cheap as hell. That's reservation prices.
Bro, in Mass, they're like $12.80 a pack, dude. You can't get menthols.
Fuck
that.
Yep.
That's why we drive to New Hampshire, an hour north, and buy cigarettes there, because you can get menthols, and it's a little cheaper. But anyway, so we got over there. We got lit as fuck. I ran into this dude from high school. And dude, honestly, we ended up hanging out there like every other week, if not every week. We ended up hanging out there on Thursday nights on payday because we made like, what, $200 a fucking week, if that, after taxes and shit?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, and that was before my child support. And then, like, I swear, after child support and medical insurance and deductions and all that shit, I was bringing home like $80 a week at the time.
Yeah.
So that's why I would work double shifts at different stores and end up getting robbed. Whole nother story for another time. But, you know, but that's how far me and the Rev go back. I mean, we're not driving around in that 75 AMC Hornet no more, you know?
Right.
But that's how far we go back.
Probably a good
75
thing,
AMC Hornet.
If you did, that would be worrisome.
Dude, that Hornet was a badass car, dude.
In life. Yeah, but if you're just still rolling around the same way, you know.
Yeah. And my life since has been ever evolving, man. I went from there and I worked in children's behavioral health and became, I ran groups on substance abuse and anger management.
Stuff, man.
I've seen, I've done. I've always had adventure.
Always hustling.
Yeah.
Well, he does that too. Yeah. But you know, for me, as I've said before, it's experience. That's life. Is keep having new experiences. Now, I was on a career. I did the same damn thing. Well, roughly the same thing. I had different experiences within it because of different companies I worked for. But you know, so I didn't bounce around as much. You know, but still, I had experiences, and so you know, since my divorce, that's what I've been trying to do is experiences. And you're getting all of that now, which is just phenomenal.
Oh, I've always been getting it. Like, it's not just now, dude. Looking back at it, my life has always been one drizzle, drone. Time for this one to go home.
Yep.
You know? Like, I worked for the railroad company. I broke horses. I drove semi-trucks and trained people how to drive these trucks 3 months into me truck driving. I mean, look what I've accomplished with the company I'm with now. And this is my second time back with this company after I quit. Because I was told I was going to die, you know? Fuck shit, man. And then the photography, and now we're bringing the ToneSperience to the interwebs, dude. And, like, people are digging our shit, dude. Like, to me, that's what's up. People, I don't care if it's one starfish at a time through this world that we make somebody smile. we make somebody laugh, or somebody goes, huh, I can relate to their shit. You know, if they watch what we're doing, we bring a semi-smile to their face, we've done our job, dude. And I can feel good about what we're doing, you know, and it's fun. We get to hang out, dude. This is just us hanging out, chopping it up, you know?
I mean, I've told you before that that's what I had wanted to do for years now, and then started with the TikTok, and I, got to keep moving on this, my YouTube thing, but the stuff I'm saying, it's like, look, if one person changes one thought in their mind or directs it a little bit in a better direction, that's all I'm asking.
That's right.
That's it.
Dude.
It's like, I'm not trying to change the world here, but it's like, look, this is the stuff I've been through. I have a very different perspective than a lot of people when it comes to relationships, because usually it's, how do you get past being hurt? Because I've been hurt in the past. Me, it's, I've hurt people. This is where I'm coming from. I was wrong. I was horrible. But if you ever feel this from somebody, it's probably because they're doing this. I have kind of the inside knowledge, if you will. And so I'm trying to come at it from a different perspective. And if I can help somebody, then that's amazing. That's it. That's all I'm trying to do.
That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about.
Exactly.
That's all we can do. And like, if we could change the world one starfish at a time. I don't know if you know that story. I've always said it, one starfish at a time. If you could change the world one starfish at a time, change that world,
Yeah.
All right. Doc, I'm gonna give the reins to you for a minute, because I really gotta go urinate. So I'm gonna give the reins to you. You talk to the Rev for a second. Rev, you talk to Doc. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I mean, I'll wrap up that point, because I was going to say it, but I always, you may not know, but I have a tendency to bring everything back around to Doctor Who, because that's where my name comes from, and that's kind of my jam.
Okay.
But there's a whole monologue. I don't know by heart, and I'm not going to look it up and read it to everybody right now. But in the end, the doctor ends up saying kindness. It's just that. It's kindness. And people need to understand, you got to be nice. Just be kind. That's it. That really is the bulk of it. And kindness will generally bring love, all these other things, but it starts with kindness. And so that's what I try and do in my daily. I don't record these things and be like, today I did this, but I'll try and interact with somebody and be nice. I did it with the cashier at Walmart today. She mentioned my nails, because my nails are blue right now, and we talked about that. We talked about hair color. I mentioned her hair color. It's little things that may kind of shift that person's day. What I mean?
It makes a huge difference. Yeah, it does. It does make a huge difference.
I mean,
when you're dealing with people like that, yeah. I mean, everybody's working, out there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
A job like that, my ex-wife worked at a Walmart. I've worked retail before. It's like, I know you're not enjoying your day. You're watching the clock, waiting to get off of work. There was a girl at the deli one time. Masks. They got to wear their masks, but I could see the eyes. She looks at me, and the eyes were piercing. They were just gorgeous. And I was like, oh my God. So she gives me my order. I start to walk away. I turn back. I said, can I say something? Sure. Your eyes are gorgeous. Now, I always fear that I'm going to come across this old creeper, because I'm not in my 20s anymore. And so these people are usually 20s or late teens. And so I'm just like, I just wanted to say that. That's all. And so she said, you're not the only one that said that before, but thank you very much. And I'm like, look, that probably brightened her day a little bit. Oh, yeah. Not why I did it. But, it's not hard, people. It's really not.
It's a hell of a lot better than, if you'd walked up and started giving it all kinds of attitude the way a lot of people do. I mean,
God, yeah. To me, even if I just go, go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry, I interrupted y'all's conversation. I just stepped back in. Oh my God, that was beautiful. That was an amazing urination. So Elizabeth here in the chat says that The Buddha says the only purpose in life is to be happy, and service to others brings the most joy to one's heart. It helps you
Yep.
get out of your own head. That is so true. Because,
Yes,
bro,
it is.
like, look at it from the aspect of, I don't know whether to call this a podcast or a stream or a show. But you know what I am going to call it? You know what I'm going to call it, Doc? I'm going to call it
fun?
the ToneSperience.
Oh, geez. There he goes again. He loves dropping his own name.
Yeah, I mean, you got to www.tonedingofreeman.com.
See what I mean?
But, like, just us doing this all week long, I can see you for the past 7 episodes, because it's been 7 episodes, and we're getting ready to get into those 7 deadly dwarves here in a second, which is awesome in general. I have seen it bring so much joy to your life, the fact that we are doing something, and we're doing something that is gaining some steam. And we've had some, every guest interview has been ever evolving. The show has evolved, and we've had great interviews from everybody, even if it's just my boy the Rev here, or my buddy the cosplayer, or my buddy who owns a coffee business, or the chef, or the artist, or us. It all comes together, and we just have fun
homeboy in fucking Tucson, man. Homeboy in Tucson.
Yeah.
That was
Big
an
Sideways
amazing.
in Tucson.
I love that one.
Bro, do you know how much feedback I've gotten from episode 5 where we've had Dave Becker on? Like, we need to get Dave Becker back on as a guest. We need to revolve our guests back. Anyway, that's another planning process. That's another tone.
Continue on, man. 7 dwarves. 7 dwarves, man.
So the 7 dwarves, Reverend. Here's what we brought the other episode, Rev. We brought 7 dwarves as far as the 7 deadly sins. How many 7 dwarves can you name? How many of them do you know? Do you know all of them?
Sleepy, Doc, Sneezy, Dopey, Sleepy. Oh,
okay. Everybody forgets
something like that
too. Yeah, it's something along those lines, right? But can you name the 7 deadly sins?
Let's see. Sloth, greed, envy, pride, gluttony.
There's 2 more.
Lust.
Okay, there's 1 more.
And
Can I give him a hint, Doc? Because I know you said the other night's episode I didn't help you out, but if you revisit the beginning of the episode, I did help.
The last one, I had, when you asked me the dwarves, I didn't look at my notes. Okay. When you asked me the sins, I was already looking at the notes, so I literally read them off.
Right.
If I had guessed, I would have never gotten close to where he's at right now. I wouldn't have gotten close, because I'm doing it in my head right now as we're doing this, and I'm like, shit, that's right.
But see,
anyway,
a little bit of background on the Rev here. He grew up in a Catholic household, so he knows the 7 sins. Like, do you and your mom still go to Ash Wednesday and do that whole thing?
If she's sometimes, yeah.
I was thinking about that one earlier. Wasn't that last week? Ash Wednesday?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Because that's always like the day after Mardi Gras, right?
Yep, the day after Fat Tuesday.
All right, what were you going to say,
My parents haven't practiced in years, but I grew up in a Catholic household as well. I've had all the sacraments, all the way through. My dad actually taught catechism, and so you would think I would know more than I do, but I really don't. Because I avoided it and I hated it that it was at my house and we'd have like people from my school over and I didn't want them there.
Oh yeah, dude, that shit sucks.
But nonetheless,
you're that weird kid who's, oh my god, we go to his house, it's all religious up in there. Like, we can't even watch Voltron. What the fuck?
So then, I graduated high school, and after that, I'm like, nope, I'm done, because I never believed. So if you don't believe, why are you going to keep doing it? You know what I mean?
Right.
So, and then they did for a while, but then when they had to move, because my dad got laid off, when they moved, that was it. They just kind of stopped as well. So
yeah. So Rev here, he grew up in the Catholic household as well. He's an ordained minister. Like, I'm an
Oh,
ordained
okay.
minister from the missionary Baptist faith. And I spoke at many sermons and spoke to youth and preached and teached at one point in my life. But anyway, that's a whole different life subject right now. Right now, we're talking 7 deadly dwarfs. Yeah, and how the 7 sins match up with them. So, Rev, if you had to pull out of the top of your head for a second here, you got the 7 sins, right? Pride,
Yeah.
lust, gluttony, greed, sloth, wrath, and envy. That's the total of the 7. How would you equate the 7 dwarfs to each sin? Which one would you think of? That's kind of where our conversation went the last time when we were doing the 7 deadly sins last week. So the 7 dwarfs: Dopey, Grumpy, Doc, Happy, Bashful, Sneezy, Sleepy. Sleazy, as much as I say sleazy was one of the dwarves, she was, which we covered the other night with Big Sideways. Sleazy was the 7 dwarves, like redneck cousin that just came to visit every once in a while. You know, she was like the 8th dwarf that nobody really knew about. But yo, she has an OnlyFans page, so you know.
Smurfette, bro. Smurfette needed the break every now and then.
Oh my God, yes. So Sleazy had to step in. You know, she was a little bit taller than Smurfette, but maybe that's why the other Smurfs like to Smurfette's cousin, Sleazy. Smurfing good time.
Anyways,
so
I didn't catch the last one.
That's where the last dwarf or the last sin.
The last sin.
Oh, the last sin was envy. So
Envy.
what we did is we kind of compared how the 7 sins fit each dwarf. You know, that's the concept.
Okay.
So how would you fit each dwarf with each sin? What do you think?
I don't have them written down in front of me, so
Okay, I do.
Sleepy would be sloth, and
Okay.
All
right. So here, let's go this route. If you got Sleepy as sloth, all right, let's go Sneezy. Who would Sneezy be? You've got pride, gluttony, lust, greed, wrath, and envy left.
Hear me out, bro.
Yeah.
I think Sneezy should be last that you give because that's the hardest damn one to figure out.
Sneezy is kind of
and I think
all right. I was just reading on my list from like right to left.
Right.
So
I'm just saying, if you're giving Sneezy and you're looking at all of this list, you're like, I don't know, gluttony? I don't know. So then you're now taking gluttony. So now you can't use that later on down the list.
But see, that changes the whole conversation.
Sneezy.
All right. So let's leave Sneezy for the last. I always want to say sleazy. Okay. All right. So
I know you do.
Which
because you're filthy.
Oh, I'm a filthy two-tone. Oh. So which sin does bashful fit under then?
Lust, maybe? No.
Okay. Why do you think bashful fits under lust?
Well, maybe not lust. Maybe lust or envy. Oh, envy, maybe.
Okay. Envy. That's kind of what we said the other night, right, Doc?
Okay.
I think so, which I think confused me, but then the description made sense.
Right. All right. So that's bashful. What about happy? Where would happy fit in? Now, the rule here is you can't use any of the other sins that you've previously used. They all have to fit with just one.
I don't know. Happy, I would maybe gluttony. You know?
Okay. What about Doc? Doc was kind of the know-it-all of the group, you know?
Pride. That was easy.
Yeah, that's kind of where we all thought, like right off the bat, huh? Right, Doc?
Yeah. Well, my thing was my brain immediately goes to Doctor Strange.
Right. Because Doctor Strange was a prideful motherfucker.
All right. And I'm like, that makes sense.
What about Grumpy?
What is it?
We got gluttony. Whew, I'm a little toasted. We got gluttony, we got greed, wrath, and envy left, I believe, right? No, we should only have 3 left. Anyway. Oh.
Is it wrath?
Grumpy could be wrath. I could totally see Grumpy as wrath. All right. What about Dopey? Who is playing the Jeopardy music? What about Dopey? Which sin does Dopey fit under? Thank you, Doc, for the backup Jeopardy music. That was awesome.
Dopey. I'm at a loss.
All right. So we'll segue out of this. So, like,
it's literally a 10-hour cycle of the Jeopardy music.
Oh, that's
awesome. I was
awesome.
playing it on my tablet.
That is so awesome. Thank you, bro. I've been wanting that one. Like, I need to throw that in one of these buttons over here on the controller. Then I can just hit it and be good, right?
Yeah.
All right. So the 7 deadly sins kind of fit every 7 dwarf, right? But really, if you think about it, you look at Snow White as like the symbolism of she died from the apple. She was resurrected later from what, a kiss
like
from a prince or some shit. Yeah. So she's like a straight up zombie resurrection, right? Who else was resurrected after they were dead? I don't know. Zombie Jesus. We're not. See, this is a hard topic to really not get religious with, but I don't really want to be too religious with it, you know? Like, I want to bring it to you.
But you asked
to
about
pop
Jesus,
culture.
so that's kind of on you, bro.
I totally.
I never saw her as dead, though. I just saw her as asleep.
Well, see, when you look at the Bible's description of being asleep, it talks about you're dead. You're dead in the Word. You're dead to the world. You're dead in the Lord. So when the Bible talks about sleep, the Bible talks about you being dead. So, like, sleep is a metaphor from the Snow White aspect of being dead. Now, if you look at the original Grimm's fairy tale version of Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs, right? The dwarves, 1, didn't have any names. 2, after she ate the poison apple, her heart was eaten out by the evil queen, yo.
Wow.
So, yeah, this is shit that Disney, like, glorifies and, like, just kind of prances over with Bambi. They just prance over the shit. I'm cute. I'm 7 dwarves. I got beautiful Snow White. Oh, there's an evil queen after her. Oh, my God, she turned into a dragon. Look, Snow White woke up after a kiss from the prince. You know? This is like, yo, this is the gentrification of our old fairy tales growing up. That's exactly what Disney did to us. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, it borrows a lot from the religious. I mean, in terms of like the apple and like Adam and Eve and the poisoned apple and her becoming a dragon. You know,
yeah, that's an evil serpent right there.
Lizard or snake symbolism. You know, and
to quote Boondock Saints, that's a lot of symbology going around. You know. The symbology behind it. Yeah.
Oh man.
Like, okay, so what? Snow White and the 7 Dwarves, the movie came out what, in the 50s, 60s ish, right?
Something like that.
No.
So, like, okay, that was that wholesome time in America where religion like manifested everything in our lives. So yeah, religion was brought to pop culture at the time, but what about pop culture now? You know what I'm saying? So this is where I'm trying to bring it back full circle to the 7 deadly sins and how it equates to our lives today. You know?
Yeah.
Did I just go on like a 10-second tone tangent, or what did I do there?
Bro.
What's up, Doc? Bring it.
Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs. Okay. 1937.
Holy, well, that was the original. Was that Disney or Grimm's Fairy Tales?
Oh, that's Disney, bro. I'm looking at it right now.
Wow. See, and I remember being in that play in grade school. I remember watching that in grade school. You know?
First fully animated movie. Feature-length movie. The first one they ever had that was feature-length movie that was actually animated.
Okay.
Boy.
Yeah. So that
was 2 years before The Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
That totally
it was crazy.
But I mean, if you look at for what was going on in that time, like the world needed some morality in our lives. We kind of needed that check of, hey, let's get back to a simpler time. Let's glorify what's going on here in this original story and bring them our vision of it, right? So was Disney fully wrong by lying to us about the original Snow White's tale, or not necessarily lying, but let's say putting the icing on the cake, so to speak?
That's
Were they
what
wrong
Disney
for
does,
doing that?
bro.
That's exactly
No,
what
what
Disney
they do.
does. Right.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just that's their jam.
No.
You know, and I think the intent of the story kind of stays the same.
Yeah, it totally does.
You know, look at Frozen. You know, the Ice Queen, you know, fairy tale. It's like, oh, it maintains the same ideals.
Yeah.
Just done for today's pop, you know, society, culture, and all that.
Yo, and look at it from the biblical aspect of it here too, is the Bible is used for edification of our time and our day, basic instructions before leaving earth. We have to read it as fitting our time and what's going on in our daily lives. You know what I'm saying? So as far as the biblical pop culture aspect of it, they did it for their time with alluding to the fact of the 7 dwarfs, 7 deadly sins, you know?
That's the whole thing about movies, though, and that's what you have to remember, especially with films, also with books, but with films to a great extent. They're always a mirror of the culture or the feeling of the time.
Right.
You know, they're always it. I mean, that's the whole thing. I mean, and you look at the films from the different decades, you know, and you'll see, you know, the same. I don't know what, you know, flowing through the different films, the same feeling, the same ideas or similar ideas.
Dude, it's
you know, and it's always a mirror of what's going on in culture and in society at that time.
Exactly. It's just like style and dress of the day. Like you look at the 80s, you look at the 90s, like some of that shit's coming back, dude. And like our parents in the 90s, they were like, oh my God, we listened to this style of music in the 60s. Like, why are you guys listening to this now? This is just an old form.
70s
like, no, we like Nirvana. What the fuck?
Yeah, 70s stuff was trying to come back when I was in high school. And there were some girls, I remember girls doing it. But yeah, that was a little weird. But then I've seen it come and go. You know,
like with the bell bottoms and shit coming back when we were in high school.
Oh yeah,
like that was wild, dude. How about a couple years before high school when bib overalls came into play?
Oh no way!
With the one bib down, like we were all fucking Dukes of Hazzard with it up in the hood, yo. What the fuck?
Yeah.
But that's how life goes. It's ever evolving, and people from different generations try to bring the new to the current generation when really the new is just the old, right? It's just the old.
It usually is
vamped.
Yeah,
it's tweaked.
7 dwarves, 7 deadly sins, 7 deadly dwarves is what we call it, right? The one thing I didn't touch on in the other night's episode is if you look at the movie and analyze it, it was really, really all about the queen. And every 7 deadly sin fit the queen more than it fit anyone else in the entire movie. How about that shit?
How about that shit?
Yeah.
I mean, yo, because every personality trait of what the queen was trying to do and push on, like she wanted the soul of Snow White, right? She wanted her essence so she could stay young. Like you got pride. She was prideful in like vanity hit her so hard that she was always like mirror, mirror on the wall with it, right? She lusted at the fact that the prince was after Snow White instead of her, right? She was gluttonous because she was always wanting more. And that's where greed, she was hungry for that greed. Sloth because she didn't personally grow in herself to become the ultimate BMF that she should have been. Instead, she became a dragon to fuck shit up, right? And that's where the wrath comes into play. And then envious. She was envious of what Snow White had. She wanted better for herself, so she was going to take what Snow White had. Who else did that in our world? Could we say Hitler? Oh, no, did I just go there?
Wow.
Fuck.
Jesus. Good God, man. All right.
We can go so many different levels with this, but every single trait of 7 deadly sins fits the queen better than it fits all of them little bitty dwarves that were nameless in the original fairy tale book that helped out Snow
Mm-hmm.
White, right? That's where
Yeah.
we're going with this.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
Yeah. So I mean, did I just like blow some minds, or did I just go make y'all go, what the fuck is he talking about? He's just on a tone tangent again.
For me, it was a little both.
Right, right. Well, that was about a half tone tangent, So speaking of tone tangent, so what do you think of the whole concept here, Rev? Let's bring your thoughts into play on this one. What do you think about the whole Seven Dwarfs? Let's recap on this.
I think it's really cool. I think it's a neat idea, and I think this what's the word? This format really suits you.
Oh, well, thank you. I think
Very well said.
I think it suits the both of us as far as Doc and I, because like he brings his own little flavor and flair to it too, which like Doc is in the process of doing his own show. I think he needs to be more confident in himself though, because he's really good at bringing in the questions. But I think he needs to be like, yeah, I got this. I'm talking like he's not even here with us. What the fuck?
Well, I appreciate that though, bro.
Yeah,
I really
yeah.
do. I know it,
but
you
like,
know, and that's part of it though, is the confidence thing. And I could, start doing this shit, but I'm confident. Do I do it? What I kind of have I've got a list of things I want to talk about, but what happens if I do this? What happens if I do this? There's no excuse at this point. I have everything set up, ready to go. I just need to start doing it, and that's it.
Right. Ooh, Elizabeth says Snow White was a mirror image of the queen's sins and virtues. Ooh, if you look at
There
it,
you
she
go.
kind of was totally the mirror image of the queen. Good thought, Liz. Good thought. Here, look.
Yep.
I'm gonna give her the
Well,
clap
she
on
also
that one.
represented innocence.
Snow White did?
Yeah.
Yeah, Snow White
to
totally
represent
represented innocence. She was the innocent victim of the situation. So here, hold on. I'm gonna give her a clap on this one. Yeah, that's what's up. So that's where we're at. But yeah, it's like a couple episodes from now, Doc is gonna run this entire thing, and I'm gonna be the co-host. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
Like, and you got this, bro. You got this. You just got to be that confident person. But see, it's easy for me to be confident because I've DJ'd like for some years. Whether it was in a club or whether it was at Big Surf or whether it was my own shit going on. And I mean, at Big Surf, I DJ'd in front of thousands of people. So I'm used to being that guy behind the little booth. I could totally do this all day. No worries.
The place I'm comfortable is either taking questions or in a situation like this where I'm interacting, somebody else is starting the conversation. I struggle to start a conversation.
Right.
That's my issue. Yeah. And I mean, that's a social issue for me. That's not just in this case. That's in general, And so, but if I start talking, I'll be part of that conversation. I'll talk.
Right.
So
and for
I just
me,
have to be.
I totally struggle in shutting the fuck up in a conversation. That's where my struggles lie because, like, I've learned.
But you're great.
I can just talk and keep going on and on and on and on. Yeah, I could start a conversation.
But you're great starting it. Oh God, yeah, you can.
But anyway,
you've got all kinds of people out on your thing now. So yeah, it's cool, man.
Yeah. So that's where we're at. 7 Deadly Sins, 7 Dwarfs. What the fuck? It's kind of a trip. And I thought this was like an original idea that I had. But as I did some digging throughout the week on it, even before our first episode of part 1 of the 7 Deadly Dwarfs. Yep, I had to pump that one out there at some point, right? Like when I did some digging before that episode, I learned that this is not an original concept. That like some of this I took from an article that I have right here on digital folklore, right here.
Nice.
And this is a whole thing, man. Like there's this whole realm of fandom evolved around the 7 Dwarves versus the 7 Deadly Sins, and like it gets deep. So I encourage anybody listening out there, anybody to look into it and explore that Disney fandom a little bit more, just so you can get in depth and involved in what you're passionate about. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Tone tangent right there. There's that one over. All right, what do you got to add to that? What do you think, brother?
That's pretty much everything we've been saying.
Yeah.
So I agree.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
I mean,
Definitely.
it just works. It makes sense, and the Grimm's fairy tales all told, stories that were morality based, and that was the idea. In weird ways, maybe, but it did it.
Yeah.
So that it all makes sense. And then obviously Disney's taking certain things and going with it, running with it, and that's cool. They made it happy for everybody, the general populace, and the populace took it and ran.
Right.
Classic movie. Now we all saw it at some point in our lives. Yeah, and so we remember, and yeah, it all ties together.
Yeah.
Yeah, moral lessons for kids. Yeah.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, and that revolves back to the moral lesson from kids. Like the 7 sins are basic things that we are taught from the day that we start school to be a good person. Don't kill nobody.
Yep.
Don't hurt nobody. Love your people. Man, don't think about what your neighbors got and how you obtain that shit. Just work on you. You know what I'm saying? Don't be greedy at what you got. Share with others. Like these are all things that are taught through us growing up through school and through our parents and through our communities. Even better.
That's the idea, and that's the unfortunate truth too, is some don't. But I'm very fortunate to have the upbringing I did. I for some stupid reason it took me until a little bit after my ex-wife left, and I got involved in all the volunteering, and I met all kinds of new friends and started to learn about their backgrounds, and I realized, oh my God, talk about fortunate. I was given this amazing upbringing. You talk about you living, in Tonopah and all that stuff. I'm like, no, I've had a roof over my head. I've had a house that I've lived in since the day I was born.
Oh, see,
Tonopah,
and I loved living out there. Don't get me wrong. I love that property we lived on.
Oh yeah.
Before that, when I got clean off meth, that's the point I was homeless. So okay, go ahead.
I understand. My point is though, it's all very different experiences.
Yeah.
I have, many female friends who have been sexually assaulted, and I've known several people that were strippers, and I know the horrors that are going on behind the scenes there. And I've talked with you a little bit about it. Right. And you said you never saw it, but I'm like, I heard it from two different people who don't know each other, the same stories. And I'm like, no, that shit happened. That's just messed up. Human trafficking stuff. I'm like, I've seen this now. What these other people have gone through in their lives, and I've never even had to think about these things, And right. So it's just, it gives you that perspective. Mm-hmm. You got to look at it, look at yourself and say, oh my God, and white people and not being pulled over. I talked to you about that once. I'm like, you get pulled over a lot, don't you? Like, oh, hell yeah. And I'm like, see, I don't. And when I do, they're usually like, all right, just fix that headlight. And that's it.
Dude, and the one time I got pulled over by a cop and he was like, you know why I pulled you over, sir? And I'm like, is it because I'm black? I got a ticket for that bullshit.
Oh, shit.
Like, I had to go through traffic school because my work was like, oh my God, you got a ticket. Our insurance rates are going to go up now. And I'm like, fuck, let me go to traffic school. I went through comedy traffic school because I told the cop, you know why I pulled you over, sir? I said, is it because I'm black? And like, I don't look black, but like, you can tell there's a little something there,
Well, you're not darkness, but yeah, I mean, your hair now kind of lightens you up all over, but
that's just because my hair is fucking glorious, dude. That's all I can say about my hair. Anyway, but like the funny thing is it was a black cop, and I was like, "Is it because I'm black, sir?" And he was like so offended by it, and I'm like, and then he came back with my ticket, and I'm like, "What the fuck, dude? I was just being funny, shit."
You gentlemen are going to have to excuse me for a moment. I got to take care of the same thing that Josh did earlier.
Yeah, go do your thing. And when you come back, we're going to play a game with you. So we'll sit and we'll chop it up for a minute,
Okay.
All right. Hope everything comes out okay.
So, hey, if you get that new board, I'll take your old one.
All right. Well, no. I can't say that. Like, if when I get a new board, because there's a new board I'm already eyeballing. If I get a new one, I'm going to give this one to Liz so she can start her own podcast because Liz did write a book. Liz, if you could chime in the comments, what's your book called? Like, I don't want to announce it till you announce it because I don't know if it's okay to announce it, but this would be a good time to semi-talk about what's going to happen in the first weekend of April. So the first weekend of April is like my birthday week because my birthday is on March 30th. That's right. I'm an Aries, a fire sign, whatever the funk that means. You know what I'm saying?
Scary, impossible person to talk to.
Oh, I guess so. But I'm not really that scary or impossible, dude. Honestly, like, I see myself as like groovy. I'm like easy going.
Bro, we never know what other people see us as.
That is true.
So
I love that.
You can say that, oh, I'm not that. I'm like, that's the story that, well, as a certain somebody I dated recently would say, that's the story you have in your head. Well, the story is built around your life experiences. So, you know, that it's different. I'm
dude,
like,
and that
I'm
totally
still
360
insanely good
degrees
friends with
back.
you, so it's not some negative shit. It's positive shit. I'm just saying.
That totally 360 degrees it back to we are all critics of our own selves, our own self-worth.
Exactly.
So, like, what I view myself as may be different than what you view me as.
Oh, it definitely is.
Yeah.
And it is everybody else. It is what it is. You know?
Yeah. So the weekend of April 1st, the Saturday night of the 1st. So that'll be the 2nd of April, right?
Yes.
Yeah. We are going to live stream an entire event because we're going to be having a birthday party that's planned for me. Woohoo! We're going to be in Dalton. That's Dalton, Massachusetts. We humping. You coming? Dalton. Wow. Doesn't that sound like a redneck place? Like redneck AF, right? Where y'all going? We going to hanging out in Dalton, y'all. You coming? I like them French fried taters. Yes'm. Bring me some Aunt Jemima with some pancakes in the morning with some lots of sausage and some biscuits and gravy. I love them French fried taters. Squeal like a pig, boy. I'm not going to hit that boy with the sling blade.
See, I told you when he got started on that bottle of wine that it can get weird.
Well, in my defense, this is nothing, by the way. A little bottle of wine. So
that's why I said this is nothing. You're going to get to the next one.
Oh no, dude! I've still got like half a glass here, so I'm like a can and a bottle of a glass. I'm a can and a half a glass in. I don't know how to
listen to him defend his drink.
That's a lot of alcohol.
Of an alcohol.
So anyway, that's what's going on April 2nd. Is we're gonna live stream the entire day of my 44th birthday party in this bomb ass Airbnb that we rented. I don't really know exactly what's going to go on, but I know Doc's going to be there. We got Kimball's going to come out too. Like everybody's going to be there that I know in Massachusetts. It's going to be a great fucking time.
I'm going to bring my hockey helmet.
Okay.
And my hockey pad.
Okay.
Because I'm going to need all the protection I can get because I have no idea what's going to happen.
Dude, you never know when the ToneSperience is live, and when you're in the middle of it, dude, you never know what's gonna happen, but you know it's gonna be a good time.
Does a helmet count as a hat on the airplane?
I don't know, but see, don't bring your hockey helmet because I'm gonna bring my full face motorcycle helmet, and we're gonna play a game with it. We're gonna we're gonna play Who Hit Me in the Fucking Head. That's what we're gonna play. And then once you guess who hit you or slapped you in the back of the head, like if it's that person, then it's their time to get hit in the back of the head. That's what we're gonna play. So that's one of the things that we're gonna do. It's gonna be insane, bro. Trust me. I mean, Albert was there for my 29th birthday. Or I'm sorry, the Reverend was there for my 29th birthday. Like that shit was kind of ridiculous that night, I think.
Bro, this is what, 44?
Yeah, 44.
Come on, man. Come on. See, I wanted a 42nd. I'm like, I want a hitchhiker's themed birthday.
Uh-huh.
Because it's 42. And yeah,
Oh
the
my
person
God,
who would have
that's
done that.
awesome.
See, and then well, guess who I was with at the time. So that didn't fucking happen. And I was like, oh, come on, one chance in a lifetime, you know?
Right?
But oh well, you know, it is
Yeah.
what it is. These things happen. I still got 45 and 50 coming. So
Bro,
woo-hoo!
the Reverend was there for my 29th party, and there was so many. I want to say there was like 200 and some odd people in and out of the house that night, dude. It was insane.
Good God.
Kimball, who will
Boy.
be here in
Uh-huh.
Massachusetts with me for my 44th, like he was there for my 40th birthday party. Like that was kind of fun. But not like this one, dude. This is gonna be like an experience like on other end. Just so far, just from what I know of the planning. Hey, my boss is calling me, but I can't answer right now because I'm on three-way.
Never answer when you're in a three-way.
You know, speaking
It's
of
not worth
which,
answering.
you know, I've done that a time or two. Heyo,
Silence from the peanut gallery.
Hello.
I'm here.
Hello? I
Can
know.
you hear me now?
I'm just saying, neither of us, we're both like, okay. No comment.
Right? I just hung up the
What?
phone on my boss because I don't think I should answer the phone right now. Anyway, 7 doors, 7 sins. Albert, are you ready? I'm sorry, Reverend. Whew, Reverend, are you ready to take a shot in the mouth? So, shot in the mouth is this game we've been playing. So, we gotta bring you in on it. You ready for this one?
All right.
All right. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna give you a category. And in that category, you've got 20 seconds to name as many things in that category as you can name within that 20 seconds. Now, each one that you name
Okay.
in that category gets you, what do we say, 1,000 points, right, Doc?
Yep.
Okay.
1,000 points.
Doc got 9 at the beginning before we brought you in on. He got 9 in 20 seconds from the category, which 9 is pretty good for his first run.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah. It sounds pretty easy, but once you get into it, like your brain gets going because there's like 5 different directions my brain goes.
You remember the dwarf thing and the thin thing when he asked you about to list them? Yeah. Now imagine you're on a time limit.
Okay.
Yeah, it gets stressful.
Yeah. All right.
Anyways, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
So, are you ready to play Shot in the Mouth?
I am ready to play.
All right. All right. Doc, do you got your timer?
Oh, I can grab it
when we
real
did
quick
this
here.
earlier? All right, because I'm going to have you do
Yeah.
the timer.
All right. Let me know when.
Okay, so when Doc says and go, here's what you have to name the most of in 20 seconds. You ready there, Rev?
So after you ask, I just go ahead and start? Oh.
Yep. When Doc says and
Okay.
go, because that's when
Well,
he's going to start the timer, and then he's going to let me know when 20 seconds happens. Are we all on the same
All
page
right.
here?
I'll start immediately after he says it.
All right, Rev. So we've got name as many reptiles as you can name in 20 seconds. Ready? And go.
It's going already.
Komodo dragon, salamander, gecko, lizard, snakes.
We're at 4.
20
20 seconds and he
20
got
seconds.
4.
Wow.
Okay, so see,
Wow.
it's harder.
Yeah.
It's kind of a hard thing to do, right? Okay, so
Yeah,
he
it
got
is, Luke.
9. So here's the thing: is you got 4, which means you got 4,000 points total, right? But part of the thing is because you didn't beat him because he got 9. What did I say, Doc? The winner would get like an extra 10,000 points or some shit like that.
I think it was 5,000, extra 5,000.
Okay, so an extra 5,000 points. So Doc was already at 9,000 points. So Doc, tally your total up. You are at 1,400 points, right?
14,000.
14,000 points because you won the category. So Rev, you are actually sitting at 4,000 1,000 points, while Doc won, and he got the extra bonus points because he won. So that's the game. That is shot in the mouth, and you took it. It's kind of a play on KUPD's thing, but you only got to give credit to them once for doing whatever they do. I forget what they called it, but they did something.
They were giving credit, I think, 3 times in this thing so far.
Okay, cool. So I'm giving credit where credit is well been due.
Yeah, I was gonna say it. I don't think you have to keep saying it.
Right. So that's our game. So you got the extra points. You said at 14,000 points, Doc. So remember that number, because we're gonna keep it going on with.
I'll put it in your notes, man.
Okay. Well, yeah. Put in the notes. I'll put in my notes. We'll keep it ongoing total of where we're at points wise. And from here on out, like the thing is if the guest trumps the co-host, we deduct points from the co-host's previous points.
Yeah.
The points are just arbitrary. They're bragging rights. That's all the points are, Yeah. What else could we really talk about? Oh, dude. So we always revolve around the art and being an artist aspect of life. So I know some of the art that you've done in the past. You want to touch on any of that? You want to talk about it? How you were an artist, or how you?
Do you want to talk about it? You can sit on the couch.
I used to write a little bit of poetry, but I mean, I didn't
point out on the doll where you were touched. We're going to talk about this.
I think that's a different discussion.
Yep. That'll be Tuesday night's discussion.
Oh no. I think I'm busy that night.
Yeah. So I know you've done poetry because you and we used to. Oh. See, I done knocked my headphones off. What the fuck? You and I used to go and do poetries together on a Thursday night down at the Willow House. And that was like actually part of the help in my recovery when I was recovering from meth is doing poetry. So, But we had a good time doing that. Doc, is there anything you want to ask the Reverend?
I think it was already said more than enough. Actually, here, hold on. How about any horror stories? Stupid things that Tone has done.
Oh God, stupid or awesome Tone experiences? How about both?
I think I asked the question, sir.
Okay, you did. You asked the question. You run the show. That's right. That's your question. What are the stupid things that you witnessed the ToneSperience?
Yeah, something stupid he did.
Let's see.
See, now I gotta warn you. We get real and it gets deep sometimes. And we just go. So we've been on for 2 hours and 7 minutes total so far.
Let him talk, bro.
Our record is 3.5 hours, but go ahead. You do your thing.
Something, sheesh.
Something he shouldn't have done. Something he did poorly. Something he messed up.
Oh, I could totally help lead him into this if you want. If you're having trouble with this
one,
Rev.
Okay. Yeah.
See, you say okay, but Doc says no. So I need a general consensus here.
I would prefer it to be purely from him.
All right. I'm going to... One word. I can say it with one word.
All right, go ahead.
Shahida. You remember her?
Oh yeah, from
4 words.
What were you saying, Doc?
I said that was 4 words.
No, Shahida. That was this one girl's name. Well, I said Shahida. You remember her. Duh. But yeah, Shahida.
Yep.
1 word. That's it.
You're talking about the one that you went out with at Circle K?
Yeah. Like, that was a totally dumbass experience right there.
Yeah, that didn't play.
Yeah,
that's not what I was looking for.
Well, come on then. Elaborate, Doc. Come on. Bring it out. This is part of your role.
I was in high school. Went to hang out at this guy's house once. Only one time. Barely knew him anyway. we end up going for a walk. We come up on a church parking lot. Pulls out like a 40-ounce bottle and stuffs a rag in it, lights it, chucks it into the parking lot. This is in suburban, just suburban, upper middle class neighborhood, and thing just explodes, fire everywhere. I'm like, that was a dumb thing for me to go along with him. That was stupid. That kind of thing, like something just stupid you shouldn't have done. Not, oh, he started doing meth. Well, that's a whole different beast. We already talked about that. Something more specific.
Something related to Tone, or something from my own life.
Something he did, because I'm looking to somebody who's known him for a long time.
I think he's looking for one of the stories that you were a part of that was just like ridiculous.
Yeah, something you were witness to.
Like maybe that night when you got the divorce papers and you were walking down the street going "hoo-ah" at the top of your lungs. something like that.
Yeah.
Hey, whether that applied or not, that counts. That was phenomenal. Thank you for that.
Dude,
walking down the street, it's like 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning, and at the top of his lungs, "hoo-ah." He's walking down the street.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
Yeah, Doc has
I was all
been
set
there.
I was all set to actually have a divorce party. I found like invitations and shit online. I'm like, oh, that one's cool. I was like, why not? And then time went on. It was like, well, it's too late now. It's been 9 months, that kind of thing. So now it's been 7 years, but whatever. So I know that feeling well.
What about when we were sitting on the roof of the Circle K at night on New Year's Eve, dude?
Oh yeah. And it sounded like downtown Beirut, with all the gunfire and everything going off.
Like,
that's phenomenal.
We worked third shift together at Circle K on 43rd Avenue and Thomas in Phoenix, Arizona, bro.
Oh no!
And it's New Year's Eve, and neither one of us really, really wanted to be there. So we figured, like a little bit before this, how to get access to the roof. So we're like, fuck it, let's go up there and just smoke. We've got the store closed anyway. So we closed like a few minutes before midnight. We went up there and we did the countdown. Did we have anything to drink, or were we just sitting up there just watching?
I think I had brought in like a bottle or something.
Right.
I think.
Okay.
And we went up there. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we went up there, and it just sounded. All you hear is just gunfire from every side.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
But this is 43rd Avenue and Thomas. Like we would be there on a Sunday night for work at 10 o'clock, and the cops would shut down an entire quarter-mile radius of street because of gang members cruising in their cars down Thomas Road at night. And our parking lot would be.
Did they pull up in a cul-de-sac, and cops had to close off the cul-de-sac?
No. They would pull up in our parking lot of our store where we're on shift with the door. Oh yeah.
No, we're at a major intersection. Yeah.
What he's saying is, we were sitting at Doc's house one time, like summer before, a couple summers ago or something, and there was like these cops at a car just like boom, just swarmed in his cul-de-sac right there, and we're like watching everything. And I'm sitting there going, oh, dude, watch. They're going to do this. They're going to do that. They were doing it. It was awesome.
I have a 2-story house on the corner of a cul-de-sac. So we went up to my loft, and we're looking right down out the window. They block off the cul-de-sac, and they're all walking around, guns drawn. And there's a car like stopped at the end of the cul-de-sac, and they're all walking up to it. You notice their badges on the back of their vests are Maricopa Gang Task Force. And so we're just like, oh no. So we're just watching. They got the bullhorn out. Yeah, it was an experience. That was cool.
Yeah.
Not the same thing, because down there, it's a different beast down there. Even north of that is bad. I can't even imagine down there at Thomas.
Right, but dude, like the Circle K, like the Rev and I worked at, bro, like there was like lowriders in the parking lot bouncing up and down. It was like straight up Compton on Sunday nights. It was crazy, dude. And like we would lock the door just because, fuck that.
Yeah.
I remember one time there was like a shooting in our parking lot.
You've seen the movie Training Day, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, now remember that scene near the end when Denzel Washington takes him to that party, says the guys kill him, and and you see all those hard, tatted up gangbanger dudes like hanging out outside of the party.
Yep.
That's what the outside of our Circle K used to look like.
Ooh, no thanks.
Every fucking weekend,
bro. There is a condo type thing that I delivered to multiple times, which means you probably did too. There was a second floor. The staircase, like the steps are wobbly. It was an outside, like wire, one floor type of thing. And it was just this ghetto looking place. And I pull up and whatever, and there's guys just like working on their, one of them I think had a lowrider one time. They was just working on their old cars. They just kind of stop and they're all looking at me. I'm like, this is not a cool neighborhood. I don't like it.
Dude, are you talking about that place on like 19th Avenue just north of Dunlap?
No, it's
because that place was just straight somewhere fucked up.
No, it's west of the shop somewhere. West and then south. Oh God. Yeah, I can't remember off the top of my head. But yeah, there were a couple places. Then there was the guy at the Budget Inn who gave me a joint as a tip. That was dope.
Oh, right.
Nice.
He didn't have money. He was high as fuck. He's like, oh, here, hold on. Runs back in, comes back out with the glass tube pre-roll. Hands it to me. He's like, is this okay? I'm like, yeah, thank you. It's like $15.
Dude, a free pre-roll from anybody is good anytime. That's all I'm saying.
And it was a good one. It was one of the higher end ones too.
Right.
So I'm like, that's what's up.
Huh. But no, dude, that's how our Circle K was. So like, so we wouldn't deal with the craziness and the beer runs. We would shut down when the shit got busy. Just lock the door. We'd put a sign, be back in 5 minutes. And me and the Rev would go sit in the back and smoke cigarettes and watch them on the closed circuit TV. Or we'd go on the roof and just watch the craziness. I think that's when the chick said, but I've got less teeth than you do. And that other dude was like, I got a chicken in my pocket. And that's where we just ran with that. I got a chicken in my pocket for years.
That chick, you carded her. That was why she said it, remember? You carded her for some alcohol.
I carded her. She's like, what do I need ID for? I'm older than you. I got less teeth than you do. I'm like, what the fuck does that guy? And at the time, you know what? She did have less teeth than I did. You know?
Oh my God.
Like now, I don't know, but there was also that time I beat up the homeless dude in the parking lot on the 2 to 10 shift. That was fucking hilarious.
I think I missed that one.
Yeah, this dude threw ice cream at me and fucking started hitting me while I'm sweeping up the parking lot in the morning. And like, I'm not gonna not defend myself. I mean, we worked in the fucking ghetto. Shit, man. Shit, fuck. You know? But Jenny did always tell us, like, if they jump over that counter, you can always defend yourself. So I'd always try to piss customers off at night to see if they jump over that counter so I can fuck them up, you know? That only happened when Hacken and I worked together, but never me and you there, Rev. Never me and you. Yeah. But good times, right? Good fucking times.
Yeah.
All right.
Wild times.
The one question here that I'm getting from the chat for you, Rev, is what is the one thing that brings you joy? Something that you have used to, like, your creativity to help other people. What is the one thing that's brought joy in your life recently? What do you think? Damn.
Well, I mean,
I felt like I just lost everybody. Like mommy slept daddy at the dinner table, and everybody still had to sit there and eat. You know.
I mean, it always does feel good to help somebody else. To whether you make their load lighter or help them see something clearer or see past whatever it is it's troubling them at the time.
Yeah.
And that's what
it's all about, right?
It always
that's my plan.
It's great to help each other's out, whether it's one starfish at a time or one snake at a time, like the last couple days have been, you know?
Yeah.
We just pass it along, right?
Don't pass the snake along.
Oh no, fuck that snake, dude. Fuck all of those snakes there. I am so glad I'm just done with this project because I'm just about done. Tomorrow I will be done and headed home, and that is a great fucking thing, you know.
Did you run into some snakes out there on the water?
Oh my god, yeah, that's right. You don't do Facebook, so you don't know. Like there's been a couple snakes I ran into in the past 2 days out there. I'm in South Carolina working in fuck, man. It's been horrible. It's been great, but it's been fucked up. It's been way longer than it should have been, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, she's asking, somebody in the chat is asking what your creative MacGyver talent is. So is there like something special that you can do creatively, Rev? Like this is the one person in our chat, my girlfriend Liz, she's on the chat all the time because she's the only one that really like interacts with the chat. Hopefully that'll stop one day. Somebody else will join in as well than just her, you know. But she's asking what your creative MacGyver talent is. What do you think that would be?
I'm not sure about MacGyver talent, but I mean,
I can tell you from my perspective what I saw your MacGyver talent over the years.
What's that?
Dude, your MacGyver talent is just like no matter what mood you're in, no matter how late to a situation you come into, you're just like, all right, fuck it. This is what we're doing. I'm in it. I'm in it to win it, you know? You always put your heart and your soul into it, even if you're just throwing into some shit, you know? And then you're just in it for those moments, and then you're done with it, and that's it. You know, once you're done with it, your hands are washed, everything's done. You're like, fuck it, I'm done. But I know one of the most inspiring things you said to me years ago was you and I were sitting down talking about temptation, and you asked me the question of what was the problem or what was wrong with temptation?
What's the only problem with temptation?
There you go. There you go. And what did you say to me when I was like, I don't know, what is the only problem with temptation? What did you say?
Not giving into it.
That's right. Not giving into temptation. That is the only problem we have with temptation. And I've always equated that to the fact of like everything in life is good in moderation. And as long as you can handle it in that moderation and not be overwhelmed or overtaken by it. Like, I'm not telling you to go out and smoke crack in moderation. Like, because if you can handle that, you can handle that. But like, I really, really, really wouldn't suggest going out and developing a drug problem in moderation. But yo, if you have a drink 1 or 2 nights out of the week, have a drink. If you smoke some reefer 1 or 2 nights of the week, like, you know, imbibe in the devil's lettuce. Enjoy yourself. Like, don't let it overcome your life. And that's what I've always taken that to is in moderation.
Well, that's the whole thing is knowing you got to know what your limits are. I mean, that's
right.
That's where it all comes from. I mean, you know, you can handle, you know, a little bit. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it as long as you know you can handle it. If you can't, then, I mean, if you can't handle it at all, then you have to stay away from it completely.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, I know
and if you can't handle it in certain circumstances too. I mean, you know, Tone, I've talked with you before about when I was doing the job that you left from, and you know, you were saying, "Well, just take your vape pen with you." I'm like, I can't.
Yeah.
You know, I'll smoke I'll smoke weed all day. You know, if there's nothing going on, then like that's what I've set my day aside for. But
right.
I can't when I'm driving. I can't. I know my limit that it does distract me just enough. I don't get all blah when I smoke. My body just doesn't react anymore that way.
Hey, I've seen you like that twice over the years.
Exactly.
Twice.
And so using the pen isn't going to do that to me. But it's that half-second delay that it may have that I don't want to risk it. It's not worth it to me.
Well, definitely.
You know?
And you know, one of the things that I've learned is that like they always tell you don't drink and boat, but they never don't tell you to smoke and boat. Don't smoke and boat. Like I have never seen an ad campaign that says don't get high and boat. You know, but like you would kind of take that as the same as don't drink and boat, right? But yo, some days I will get stoned as fuck on the water at work. And I will out there and I will be the most productive that I have ever been. because I just get like encapsulated into the music and the environment. I'm like, wow, trees, man. And
you know what I would do?
10 hours
I would
later,
do?
the day is
I
gone. I'm
would-
like, oh my God, I have accomplished so much. Where did my time go? Fuck, I want pizza.
I would start fine, but partway into the day, at some point when things are going great, I would catch that rig on something that would jam into the fucking conveyor, jam up the whole thing, burn out the motor. And it was just because I just went a little to the side. That's what happened to me.
All right.
I'm not going to like wreck it, into a wall or something, but I'm going to do that.
Mount Carmel, New York, right? I'm working on a piece of machine I had never worked on in my life, and I thought this would be the perfect time to drop a hit of acid. I'm like, fuck it, I'm out in nature. I'm going to take some acid. I'm on the water by myself. Usually it's 12 hours in, 12 hours out. Dude, I am getting it. Everything is colorful as fuck out of nowhere, right? And then a fucking hydraulic hose broke. And I'm like, fuck. I'm like 3 hours at the start of an awesome acid trip, and I gotta go change a hydraulic line. Fuck, dude. I sat and I took a nap at Napa for like 3 hours and then went inside and brought my hydraulic hose. But I went and I fixed it. And then I finished that job out, and then 2 days later, we went to fucking Alaska, bro. So
yeah, we did.
Yeah, like, so I totally get that. Like, sometimes you get out of your element, overwhelmed, but like, yo, I don't know, if you know you can handle some shit and just have a good day.
That's the thing about you, though. That's the whole thing about you.
What's
I mean, you're so good at whatever it is you're doing, whatever your job happens to be at that point. You make yourself,
and you can handle it
that good. And so, yeah, you can. I mean, anybody else, I'd be a train wreck. I mean, I wouldn't know what the hell I was doing.
Yeah,
exactly.
Dude,
exactly.
I think I think honestly doing what I do on a daily basis, I don't know where the drive or the energy comes from. I don't know where it goes. All right, I have to do XYZ today, and then I do it, and then some. I don't know where that comes from, but you know what? I'm going to be a little less humble, and I'm going to say that is tone right there. That is straight up me going, fuck yeah, I'm better than this. I can do this. I got this shit, yo. Yeah, I can do that. Yeah. I got it. And that's why I've been in South Carolina for 2 fucking months, because I'm like, I got this shit. I can do this,
You know what I think also helps?
What's that?
Is you're focused on one job.
Yeah.
Because you have a tendency to scatter yourself.
Yep.
Well, this is the thing. You're not in town where you're going to see friends regularly throughout the week. You have one job, and that's it.
My goal is to get as much done within X amount of time that I can, and then get out, and then the next day I'm going to take care of the rest. And that's how it is every single day with every single project that I do here. You're right, bro. I agree with you.
Well, that's the way you've always been on any of your jobs. Like I said, no matter what you were doing, whether you were working, in the behavioral health or working at Circle K or working anywhere, even being a truck driver or anything. I mean, that's that's how you've always tackled it. And, that's why you've always been really successful.
See, and what's good about this is the Rev here knows me from the non-pill me. And Doc knows me from the pill head ass me to the non-pill me, and was like, wow. So like the Rev gets to bring it from that aspect where Doc, you've seen that, yeah, he can do that. He can focus on one subject, but when he was on pills, he was always like, I've got 5 different things to do today.
Yep.
But I've only accomplished
and you gave each
them.
thing your all. You gave each thing your all, but never as much as was intended or what you could have literally done in the first place.
Right. And every single day after that, I'm constantly playing catch up to finish up what I was trying to do the day before. That's why I would be at your house 5 days a week trying to finish up shit that should have taken us 2 days, Yep.
Because you would come in, you'd be here for like an hour and a half, and you'd have to go.
Yeah.
It's just, there was so many things.
Yeah. You're totally correct. I love it. Thank you. But yeah, this is what the ToneSperience is. It's growing, it's evolving, it's this is us coming to life in being, and me bringing the experience of being around and others around me into a one whole singularity kind of situation. That sounds like some rambling ass bullshit, doesn't it?
It kind of went in a weird direction. I know what you were saying, but it went a little weird. Yeah.
Right. But that's how my brain works. Fuck it. I'm weird. I'm
Yeah,
weird.
no.
Fuck it. That's why I'm
No,
40,
I told you, a little crazy.
almost 44 years old wearing a Groku shirt. What's up, yo?
A young little whippersnapper you are.
Yeah. Hey, Groku was only 50 in the Star Wars saga, by the way.
Oh, I'm talking about you.
I am weird.
No, I said you're young little. Oh, I said something, but you missed it. You thought I was talking
Something about whippersnapper, young ass whippersnapper.
Yeah, you're a young little whippersnapper. Whippersnapper.
I'm that young old man. That's what I am. I'm that 44-year-old dude who's going to be yelling at kids to get off my lawn in my underwear while I'm spraying a water hose at them, and I don't have a lawn. That's going to be me in fucking Worcester, Massachusetts, yo. Like the whitest city of the world, I think, you know.
You would have a lawn, though, wouldn't you?
You know, that
one day I'm going to have a lawn again. One day.
It kind of revolves around the same thing we're talking about, but that's the whole thing with Tone. He could call me, or I could call him. I can go months without talking to him, and call him and talk to him, and he could tell me, you know, he's anywhere in the world, anywhere.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't bat an eyelash, you know.
Right.
He could tell me he's calling me from Germany, that he's, you know, doing construction work in Germany or something, and I wouldn't bat an eyelash.
Yeah, literally, if he said Germany, I'd say, why the fuck didn't you let me know?
Right.
I was going to look at flights. Because I'm like, oh my God, I got to see when Wackenfest is. Oh my God, because that's in Germany. I can see my friend, and I can, you know, that's where my brain goes with it. Because it's like, that's awesome, he's there. But that's Europe. Ooh.
Dude, anyway. I got to get a passport before I do that shit. But I'm working on that one. I'm going to give me a passport.
It's not hard to do.
Fuck no. And you know what? My background is good now. So, but that's
I've got mine, and I have my mohawk in it.
Dude, so I haven't transferred my license to Massachusetts. I still have an Arizona driver's license, right?
Oh shit.
Yeah. So
that's weird because you don't have a residence here. So how do you have a license?
Well, technically, my mailing address is my mom's address there.
Oh, okay.
But yet, I've transferred my mailing address through the mail. But like sometimes my mail gets fucked up, and my mom's always getting all my old junk mail at her house for some damn reason. I don't know why, but anyway. So coming up here, I'm gonna set up, because at Mass you have to set up an appointment. You can't just walk into a DMV in Mass and be like, "Yeah, I want to transfer my license and do X, Y, Z," and then boom, you're out. Yeah, dude. Like, and they give you an appointment like weeks down the road, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go straight Pastafarian on their asses, right?
Pastafarian?
Yeah, flying spaghetti monster Pastafarian. Have you been touched by his noodly appendage? Because you know I have. Like, and I'm gonna wear the colander on my head, dude, because it's part of my religious right to wear a colander on my head as a Pastafarian in my DMV picture, bro.
Right now,
remember this
right now,
because it's gonna happen.
In the comments, rate how inebriated Tone is right now.
How much wine have you had?
I've only had like a can and a bottle. So, and a bottle sounds big, but it's only a 1.5 ounce bottle in like a regular 12-ounce can of water.
That he filled with vodka.
This is just like that day when we were at the art walk, when you started arguing with that street preacher about what was it? Your religion was.
When I got the street preacher to say ramen, right?
And ramen,
like,
yeah,
ramen, my brother, and he's like ramen, and then he paused for a second. He's like, "Wait a minute, yes." That was
you were carrying on with the street preacher and arguing with him right there on the street.
Oh yeah, dude,
and trying to get him to say ramen.
It was great. It was awesome, dude. We were like 3 drinks in at the fucking pub down the road that night, right? That was at Phoenix downtown First Fridays, bro. It was a great time.
Oh yeah.
Me and the Rev here used to go to First Fridays. We've been to them a few times together. You know, got
The
some great
league used to
artwork.
have skaters out there every first Friday with flyers and shit about.
Yeah, we would always end up at some random little pub looking at artwork, and then we'd end up at the firehouse sitting back there smoking cigarettes, drinking beers with the people, whoever was performing on stage at the firehouse. It was great. It was a great fucking time.
Mm-hmm.
I still have my little bunny, my bunny Star Wars art that I got for that first Friday that we went to, and the cow that I bought off the chick that time. Remember that one?
Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
Yep.
That chick was doing paintings there behind that one place, and yeah, you negotiated with her boyfriend or whatever to get that painting.
Yeah, I got it like way higher than she was willing to sell it for, because I'm like, no, it's worth more than that $20 you're asking for. Come on, let's how about 80? She's like, how about 60? I'm like, how about 100? She's like, fuck, you're going way up, you know. But that's actually sitting in my mom's garage, wrapped up, dude. That is one of my favorite fucking paintings to this day that I own.
Mm-hmm.
The cow painting. That was a great painting.
Well, it can't be your favorite.
Oh, it's one of them so far. I didn't say the
No.
favorite. I said it is one. Now, I do have a badass Deadpool painting that somebody I know that gave me that says, drop your kids off at the Deadpool instead of at the pool. And it's a reference to taking a shit. That is up there in my top 2. And I want to say, like, it fluctuates between that and the cow. And I'm not going to say the person that painted this awesome Deadpool painting. But
Hey, bro.
Yeah, what's up, brother?
Why don't you just tell them it was me?
All right, since I'm brown nosing
You're
enough,
beating around the bush.
Doc did it. That bush ain't getting no fucking smaller. Doc did it. But Doc, do you know where to get coffee for a really good price?
Oh shit! Hold on.
Good quality
You don't
coffee.
catch me when I'm doing. You go to stackpacks.com. That's STAXPACKS.com. You put in the promo code ToneDingo and you get 15% off. Free shipping.
ToneDingo. Tone Dingo. What's up? Oh, fuck shit. This has been great, huh, guys? So, was it a better time than you thought you'd have there, Rev?
Yeah, it's been nice. It has been nice. It's you got a good show going on. I haven't had really a chance to check it out, but you're never at a loss for interesting things to talk about, and especially old experiences and stuff to relate to.
Oh yeah,
he's seen some stuff.
I've done some things and I've seen some stuff, man. I was in Nam. I'm not gonna say what year I was in Nam, but I was there, man. I saw some stuff and some things. All right, so Rev, we have a random question, and I already have the question picked out for you. You ready for this one? Oh shit,
Okay.
We didn't even ask him the revolving question, did we?
I was gonna say, are we not gonna add him to the team?
Dude, let's add him to the team. Let's do that first and then ask him the random question. All right, Rev.
Do it.
Zombie apocalypse. What weapon would you bring to our team to our zombie party? Now, a little bit of background here. I'm bringing honey badgers to the zombie apocalypse, like Pokeball honey badgers, like in Master Balls, and I'm gonna chuck them out. I got a giant bag full of them. Doc is bringing a katana, which in my mind is like a Nerf sword, because it's the only thing he's got to grab last minute. Fuck, I'm grabbing a Nerf sword.
He had to cripple me.
Yeah,
he had to cripple me.
But that's because in my mind, in this zombie apocalypse, bro, you are like the comedic relief of the situation. Like you're gonna survive, but what was the dude from The Walking Dead, the Asian guy that got his head stomped in? What was his name?
Oh, Glenn.
Glenn. Yeah. Dude, you're like our Glenn that never dies in the zombie apocalypse. Like you're there, you're cool, you're useful, you're funny as fuck, and then you're just useful.
But I get my head.
No, but you never get your head stomped in, bro. You just keep the party rolling,
All right.
Like you
Yeah,
do
me a
some
little
funky,
concerned there.
funny shit. We save you, you save us. Like, yeah, in the air and like mid stop in the air, freeze frame with it, yeah.
All
Anyway,
right.
so fuck, I just went on a tone tangent and they took the shit. Okay. So I'm bringing honey badgers. Doc is bringing a sword that I think is a Nerf sword. Our first guest, Johnny Dismal, is bringing a hammer because not only is it effective against zombies, but if we got to build some shit, we got to build some shit, right? Our friend, the Emma Corn, is going to bring a circle of treadmills, right? Our buddy Rock is going to bring a circle of treadmills and like just put them in a circle. And she's going to sit in the middle of the zombie apocalypse in the circle of this treadmills and just watch the zombies go in a circle as they try to eat her. And she's going to like eat chips for entertainment, right? Okay. So our buddy Rock, who's a cosplayer, is going to bring teddy bear nunchucks. Now, Doc, correct me if I'm wrong here. Liz is going to bring a rabbit that burrows holes so we can hide from the zombies. Our boy Big Sideways was going to bring a 45.
Yep.
Somebody was bringing a machete. Who said machete the other night?
I don't remember, man. Are you not writing it down?
No. I'm going off the top of my head here, bro. Like, this is legit. I think I'm doing okay for it, too, right? Anyway, so that's our zombie apocalypse raiding party is what I'm calling it. So every person at the show, they bring something unique to the zombie apocalypse as if you're watching, this is Filthy Sacks on Fox 10 News. It's the zombie apocalypse. Everybody run. Like, that's what you wake up to. What the fuck are you grabbing and bringing to our zombie apocalypse party tomorrow?
Well, if you wanted like a serious answer, I would say like a high capacity 22.
Okay, but why?
There's ammo for it everywhere. You don't need like a really powerful gun to take down zombies. You just need something that it's quick. It doesn't make much noise. And
that is true.
Yeah,
straight up 22 to the head. It's not gonna make much noise. You're not gonna draw
that
attention.
Is a very valid point.
I dig it, dude. And that like, how come all these other zombie shows you see them bringing some big ass giant gun? You don't see them bringing a little bitty baby 22. Hell, you can probably do it.
The fact that the ammo is small. The ammo is small. So not only is it easy to get, but you can just dump a ton of it into a bag. Yeah, you get thousands of rounds. You can cram in your pockets almost.
Dude, here's my other thought. What if you had a backup pellet gun rifle that ran the pellets as fast as a 22 bullet did? Because they're out there. They're out there. And you down that barrel and use it.
All right, so I went to that pawn shop over here by me. The one that's like in a corner off Grand.
Yeah.
And you said you had been there before. And the gun case, they had this long rifle. Looked like something off of a sci-fi movie set. It was blued, not like blue, like a weapon, gun is blue, like this blue, like it's like anodized, like blue anodized, and then polished anodized on the other end. The barrel itself had to be a good inch around, not on the inside, on the outside. It was huge. And I asked the guy, I'm like, what the hell is that? He said, it's a 22. I'm like, seriously? It's an Olympic range 22.
Oh, I've seen those. They're so awesome.
Yeah, and he points at it and says, that's $1,400.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
bro, I've never fired one of those, and I really, really want to. Now, my 22 fires real well, but oh my God, I've seen them in person, and I've wanted to fire one. My old DJ partner used to own one. Scott, he owned one. But he was like this whole Olympic challenger shot. Now he's like some BS freaking sheriff's officer up there in Concho, dude, which like F him. But anyway, long story short, like I've always wanted to fire one, but never had the opportunity to. One day though. One day.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
I mean,
But
their whole thing is accuracy, though. I mean, it's marksmanship
Right.
or yeah.
yeah, and I
Yep.
know with my 22, I can shoot out a good 120 yards, and I'm set. You know, which is a long
I
way
mean, if
for
I
a
had
decent little 22.
tone money, I would have bought
If you had tone money,
it.
sometimes I do have FU money, but that's where working like, oh, this fucking overtime I work comes
Oh,
into
I know,
play,
bro.
bro. Fuck,
Bro,
shit.
bro, I'm not saying you're just getting by an easy street. I'm not saying that.
Now I'm
I'm
doing
saying you're
okay now,
busting your
dude.
fucking ass, but
Yeah,
you're making bank doing it. That's what
yeah.
I'm saying.
I'm doing okay, dude. I'm not living in an RV working at a pizza joint and being content with doing that
Right?
anymore. Like I'm on a whole
Yep.
nother level of shit right now, dude. Like my
Yeah.
level, like I always tell my boss, yeah, I could do that because like my skill set is limitless, bro. Like if I don't know it, I'm gonna learn how to do it. I'm gonna learn how to do it real fucking
You know what
quick.
you are?
What's
You're a
that?
Misi.
I'm a Mewtwo. Is that what you said?
A Misi.
A Meeseeks? I am a Mr.
I
Meeseeks.
can do that.
Oh my god. Dude, I am a Mr. Meeseeks. Look at me, right? Hey, I'm
Yep.
Mr. Meeseeks. Look at me. And then I finish the job and then I diss a fucking peer and I go off to the next one, right?
There you go. Okay, we need you to do this. Okay.
Can do, sure guy. We'll knock 2 strokes off your golf game. Dude, this is what
Yep.
exactly this project has been like. Is when Mr. Meeseeks tried to knock off 2 strokes off of Jerry's golf game.
Oh yeah.
And fuck, dude. But eventually, you know what happened? They did it, dude. Shit.
That is true.
They did do it eventually. So we're talking about Rick and Morty here, Rev.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you've seen Rick and Morty yet, but I don't
I haven't ever gotten around to it. I've thought about it a few times, but I never
Oh
really
my
gotten
god, you
around to
gotta
watching.
check it out. The Mr. Meeseeks episode is fucking phenomenal, dude.
It is a very, 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 very bizarre show.
Dude, that is one of my favorite episodes. That is
But I
Rick
do
and Two
love it.
Crows. Rick and Two Crows,
Yeah,
bitch.
Yeah, there are, and then the dog episode with
Oh my
Snowball.
god, Snowball.
That
the
one,
dog,
I mean,
that
there
episode. I
there
agree.
are certain episodes that are just so legit.
Yeah. Dude, one of my other favorite episodes is when the merman, when they ended up arguing and having the merman over for dinner. That was one of my favorite episodes too. I think that was like
Yep.
towards the last season of the Rick and Two Crows. Rick and Two Crows. He traded Morty for 2 crows. It was awesome.
They did.
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah.
That's his grandson.
Yeah, great show, dude. Check it out. Like I encourage anybody to check that shit. I got my dad hooked on that shit, dude.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, my dad, like 2 episodes
Wow.
in, the first one, he was like me. He was like, what the fuck is this? And the second episode, he's
Yep.
like, oh my God, what the fuck is going to happen next? Of course, I kind of fell in love with Big Love in the same way. Big Love, that show on Showtime or HBO or whatever about the polyamorous family. But again, another topic for a whole nother story. But I fell in love with that show, dude, because I was like, this shit is crazy. What's going to happen next? You know? Of course, that's how I get sucked into shit. I got sucked into Girls with that one. Girls was off the chart, dude. Like, I like Girls, and I'm not afraid to say that one. I like the show Girls. Yeah.
I think I might have seen like a couple of episodes of it, but I don't have HBO, so I didn't.
Oh, see, I torrent a lot of shit. Oops, did I say that? I go to streaming websites and I stream shit. That's what I do.
Mm-hmm.
And like, so I see some content that's out there. Like, oh my God, and there's some great shows out there that keep your brain active and make you think of the what ifs. What if? What if life was like this? What if my life was like hers? Fuck, what if I was born a white chick? Fuck, what if I was born white?
Yeah, you're diving, bro.
I am diving. So help me out here. Help me segue into this one here, Doc.
Yeah.
So
grab that flotation device.
Right.
You'll be all right.
So Liz is over here saying 3 Z's, LOL. I guess she's bored. Maybe I'm bored, people. I don't know. Anyway, it's been a great fucking show tonight. We've gone 2 hours and 49 minutes, almost a record of 3.5 hours. Should we go for 3.5 hours?
No.
No. But we did Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. We brought the Rev in. We introduced him. It was a great show. We got to talk about a little bit of background and a little bit of this and that. And we played Shot in the Mouth. All right. She says she has a question for us. The one person who's active in the chat, Liz. What's your question real quick before we sign off? We don't really have a random question for the night. Did we?
You said there was.
Oh, I did, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Damn it. That's right. Zombie question.
Yep. Then you're going to do the random question after that.
I remember what the random question was for the day. All right, Rev. Ready for this one?
Okay.
How have you impacted someone's life today? That was a random question. Pull them. That's that. So, how have you impacted recently?
Well, first one that comes to mind would probably be my ex-girlfriend.
Okay.
I helped her out. I mean, it's not recent, but helped her, kind of like get her life in order kind of thing, and move on and move to a better place.
Yeah. Good. Nice. Doc, how have you impacted someone's life today?
Well, as far as today goes, I mean, I think
today
I went out and I went to a few stores.
Generally.
Well, then you guys can either think about something longer, and I'm just not going to.
All right, let's just stick with today then.
But yeah, I mean, like I said, I was, talking with the cashier at Walmart, so that could obviously shift somebody's day a little bit. I was friendly with her, engaged with her in conversation, didn't just take the compliment. I actually talked with her, like some banter when I went to the dispensary earlier and banter with the tender there. It's just being positive and being, smiling and being uplifting. I think that just affects everybody.
That's good, dude. Like, even when I'm having a bad day, I find it good when I'm smiling and I'm positive. I don't want to be positive because it brings me to a positive level where I'm like, fuck yeah, I got this.
Yeah. It starts to shift.
Yeah. It's like
I agree.
You have a mindset, and whether you are a success at this day or not, you're a success at that moment. As long as you have that mindset of, yeah, I fucking got this, yo.
Yeah.
And for me, that's what it's about. So rad that y'all bring up some very awesome topic there. Like, for me, how I think I affected someone's life, I affected that snake's life today because I didn't kill that motherfucker when he was on the shoreline. I let him go. Like, fuck that snake, dude. That thing ended up on the machine with me, and I straight up, I'm gonna quote Violent J here by saying, I was screaming like a cheerleader about to get raped. Like, I screamed on that damn machine when that motherfucker came rolling up that conveyor belt after me. Like, you just interrupted my day, motherfucker. I'm gonna get you,
Uh-huh.
But yo, by me placing him on the shoreline and not killing a snake, which I really didn't want to kill a snake, even though I killed the second one, like one starfish at a time, I changed that snake's life today.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's all kinds of poisonous snakes out there. I mean, you got to remember your own safety there. And like in a situation like that.
I honestly don't know the snakes in South Carolina, whether they're poisonous or not, and which ones are indigenous to the area. So it's like, fuck that. He could just go off the conveyor belt over there in that pile of shit where somebody else can deal with them. That it's under the somebody else's problem category, not mine. But yeah. Then again, if I knew it was poisonous, like, I still don't think I could have killed the snake, dude. He could have went and lived his life and ate some little rats and brought it down to the ecosystem of the water's only going to allow me to remove what she lets me remove. You know what I'm saying? That's always my philosophy. So if like that snake, my job was to place that snake on the shoreline so I could finish my job and continue in removing the alligator weed that I'm removing, so be it. But like that snake needed to live on today, you know, and go to that shoreline and eat them rats and the other snakes and birds or whatever the fucking snake ate. Shit, I don't care. But I changed that snake's life, damn it, and that's what happened. You know?
Okay, we'll take it.
Yep. Liz said she held a patient's hand so she wasn't alone when she crossed over into her heaven. Like Liz does some hospice type shit inadvertently. Her company's kind of shit right now. Like there's stuff going on there. Like she worked 22 hours the other day and then went back for an 8-hour shift after going home and sleeping for like 6 hours the other day. So big ups to her on that one. But like,
wow.
Yeah. Like she's a RN over where she's at, but like, yeah. So she has to do some hospice shit from time to time, and like, big ups to her on that. Like, I can't do that because like, there's that thing inside of me.
That's really rough.
Yeah, that's hella rough. But there's that thing inside of me, like, I don't know if it's my personality as me in general, or if it's my personality as an Aries or whatever you really want to call it. But like, I look at death differently than most people do. Like, I don't get it. Like, emotionally, I just don't get it. We all live, we die. We're dying from the second we're born. Maybe I'll get it when it hits me that somebody close to me, like really, really, really close to me, has died. Because I've had close to people to me die, but like really, really close to me die. Maybe I'll get it that day. But for now, I don't get the whole. It's a way of life.
I had that really recently, at the beginning of December, or I'm sorry, at the end of December, of all times, right before Christmas. Okay. This guy I worked with for like 15 years at least over at Walmart, and a friend of mine, and dude just dropped dead at his home, and you know, he might have had an underlying. I think he might have had some kind of underlying physical, maybe like a disease or something. I'm not sure because he never really talked about anything regarding his own health for the most part, serious stuff. But I mean, I basically got out of nowhere. I mean, it's like, boom, he died, just dropped dead.
Yeah,
and I mean, it really threw me for a loop. It really, you know, it makes you stop and stare at things and, you know, definitely look at your own life. And it's just one of the really rough things. I mean,
right.
And then, I mean, your girlfriend, I mean, really has my respect, because that's got to be one of the hardest jobs. I mean, in the healthcare field, I mean, you're working in a hospital or whatever, you might see somebody die, or you might see somebody come in really sick, but the people that she's working with every day are in the last stages of their life.
Right.
And that's as tough as it gets.
Yeah.
Really, to see that.
Yeah.
To face that. Tough. I mean, every day.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. Big ups to the healthcare workers. Like, that's what I'm saying right there. Like, without the healthcare workers, fuck shit, man. We wouldn't fucking be here, you know?
Oh, yeah.
I've been through
everything they've gone through the last 2 years with the pandemic. And
God. Thankfully, I haven't really gotten the COVID. I know the two of you have had COVID.
Yeah, I did.
Yep. Doc recently just got over COVID. Like, I haven't had
still hacking stuff up, but
yeah,
that's about it.
My girl Liz, she says thank you and appreciate you there, Rev. So big ups, she says in the chat here. You know, I'm sitting here like quoting the live chat, like y'all can't see the stream. Like, I know, Doc, you're looking at it, right?
Well, it's playing in front of me, but
Yeah.
I don't have my glasses on and I'm not staring at it. So,
Oh, Liz says she had the COVID 4 times. Is that right? Fuck. I know,
Jesus.
like
Wow.
she had COVID and she was like seriously jacked up from it, like right before I met her, to the point where
Hmm.
like she calls it COVID brain. Like her brain is
Yeah,
just scrambled. She's like, oh my god, COVID brain. Like I get it.
it's
Me,
the
I
brain
call
fog.
that,
Yeah,
yeah, it's a total brain fog. Like I call it
mhm.
CRS. Like I can't remember
Yeah,
shit because
that's
like,
just to call it work. Yeah.
oh yeah, dude. Like for a week, for all of last week, I was behind 2 days, bro. 2 days, and I know there was a year of my life where I couldn't remember for a minute, like what year it was or how old I was, because there was that year that I lost doing math. Like
Yeah.
like I thought I was turning 29 when I'm really turning 28. Like argued with a
Hmm.
cop about turning 43 when I was turning 42. That shit was crazy. But so I get the whole COVID brain thing. But like she always uses it as an excuse. Oh my god, I forgot. Totally COVID brain. Sorry. You know, with her cute little short self. But yeah, she's great. She's great. But yeah, she's had COVID 4 times. Like that is insane. But
Good Lord.
yeah, that's when you work around all these patients that could have it or interact with people here and there. Like,
Hmm.
yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
Who knows? I might have had a couple times and didn't really know, but because I've been majorly sick in the past couple of years, pretty bad, a couple of times.
Hmm.
Oh, and she said smiley face times 5, and there's no question mark. What do you mean and in the chats here? What's the and? Oh, and she's vaccinated. That's right. She is vaccinated. Like, and she's
Hmm.
vaccinated, like, and has the boosters, no less, and has had COVID four
4 times.
times. You know?
Well, that's the whole thing with the vaccine. I mean, it's to keep you from dying. It's to keep you from
Yeah.
getting that sick. It doesn't keep you from getting COVID. It just keeps you from getting that sick if you actually get it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it helps prevent your ass from dying. So go out and get that damn shot. Like, we
Yeah.
got kids, we got families, folks. Like, fuck the whole. Pardon my. You know what? Not pardon my language. Fuck the whole. Oh my god, I don't want the shot because the government this, the government that. It's just another shot. We used to have to go to school. We couldn't go to school back in the day without a fucking vaccine card. So fuck it. If we gotta go
Yeah.
to work with a vaccine card, we gotta go to work with a vaccine card. Get up, go do your
Hmm.
job, get the vaccine, help the people out in your lives, and fucking move on with the shit. Fuck, shit, fuck. You know?
Yep. Yep.
That was like half a tone tangent because I could feel myself sobering up because I don't have enough alcohol here to keep me lit, you know? Right, Doc?
not enough. If you had more, man, you'd be doing even more tone tangents.
Oh no, dude. Dude, I still got a whole nother bottle of wine over here I haven't opened yet, you know?
What does that have to do with what I just said?
That if I had more, I would be even more on a tone tangent. You say that like that's a
Yeah.
bad thing, bro. Tone tangents aren't bad. Sometimes they're good. Sometimes they're great. Sometimes they're like, eh. But for the most part, they're okay, you know?
Cricket.
Crickets. Chirp, 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 chirp,
You
chirp. So I
can
think
put that one in there too as a
so
button.
I think Doc's about done for tonight. Let's see. I got a thank you, a kiss, laugh, clap, right, and then a welcome. That's the buttons I have here that are lit up, but I'm gonna totally change those. I'm gonna figure it out. Watch. So that's the show. What's up? What's next for us? What's next for us, Doc? Do you want to announce this yet, or you want to wait till Sunday to announce it, bro?
You're going to wait till Sunday.
All right. Yeah, let's
I think
wait till
Sunday
Sunday.
being the main one, I think that's the better day to do it.
Yeah, that's a better day to do it. But we do have a special guest that we're not going to announce who the guest is. Doc got the guest on the show as far as making the contacts, making the phone calls, making everything towards the steps of getting that guest, which is great. Like, we've had phenomenal guests. Reverend, you have been awesome tonight. What do you think, Doc?
Oh, I totally agree.
I don't
Absolutely.
think I was that good of a guest, but
No,
this
man.
is a whole new
Good
experience for me.
conversation.
It's a new experience for us too, and that's what's great. It's ever evolving. It's an ever evolving experience, and everybody that comes in and joins with us brings that special little oomph that they bring, and you brought that extra
Yep.
oomph. That was great.
Mhm.
So, thank you for being on the show.
No problem.
All right.
You
Nice
guys take
talking to you,
care,
man.
and talking to both of you, and good luck with your show. I hope everything keeps going well, and
Oh, of course, brother.
ever upwards.
You know me. I'm gonna go onward and up, and I'll keep on keeping on. You know. But thanks for coming on the show, Rev. I'll chat with you later, and then I'm gonna wrap up with Doc because we're 3 hours and 4 minutes in. We're almost to that record, dude. What the fuck?
You guys take care.
All right, Rev.
You
too,
too,
brother.
man.
Enjoy your night. Doc.
What is up?
Dude, when I transfer from the three-way call to a regular call, like there's a different tone that comes in, which is great. Oh, I said it. I said tone, huh?
You did.
All right.
I
So
heard that.
to recap, do we go everything over that we said we would go over tonight? We did the 7 Dwarfs.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
We did the
'Cause
shot in the
you
mouth
made-
game.
Yep.
Yeah.
The zombies.
Zombies.
And
Yep.
then the random question. Yeah.
I think we did the damn thing tonight, didn't we? We did the damn thing, huh?
Yes, we did.
All right.
Yeah, we did.
April 2nd, we're gonna live stream from an all-night party, which is gonna be insane, at least to my mind concept. Who knows? Maybe it'll be lame, but either way, if you tune in, you will see it and you will be there and you will join in and you will be a part of the ToneSperience.
Jesus.
Dude, I do kind of like that little reverb echo effect. You know what I'm saying?
I suppose.
Just think it's going to be even crazier with us like 5 people around a little bitty table doing the echo effect back and forth.
That might be really weird.
Right.
We got to bring a bunch of headphones.
Yeah. We're going to need like a splitter to a splitter from another splitter going off the splitter into the splitter. So like,
I don't even have any plug-in headphones. All mine are Bluetooth.
Oh, I got plenty of plug-in headphones, bro.
Yeah, okay.
I can count like 4 sets right now that I can come up with, and 3 of them are with me.
Good Lord. All right. That's cool.
Yeah. All right. So this was a ToneSperience for tonight, episode 7. We briefly touched on the 7 deadly dwarves. I don't know. I think we recapped that enough, right? We've touched on
I
that one
think that
enough
was
to
it's
where
a two-parter. I don't think it needs more.
yeah, it's like every great movie. There shouldn't have been a Superman 2 or a Superman 3. But you know what? We did the 7 Deadly Dwarves Part 2, and we got it. Better bring Dave. Oh, the one thing that I forgot to mention, bro, Dave, our buddy Dave, who does the homesteading up in Concho, Arizona, right? He called me yesterday telling me about the ultimate zombie apocalypse weapon. And I was like, bro, you need to write in, you need to stream on the show. But, his internet connection is kind of shitty up there in Concho, right?
Right.
So here was his ultimate zombie apocalypse weapon. You ready?
Go for it.
Speed Racer's Mach 5, bro.
Ooh.
Right?
Like
My only concerns with it is it's kind of that whole Clockwork Orange thing. You've got your Yarbles, your boys, packed into this little bitty 2-seater car, and there's like 5 of y'all packed in this shit. Like, how far can you really go in this awesome car? But if it's only 2 folks in this car, you and your girl, you and your boy, you and a hooker, who the fuck cares, right? Like, the car could jump, it could slice, it could dice, it could julienne zombies at the touch of a button. You know what I'm saying? Like, the Mach 5 did everything. If you bring the Mach 5 to the zombie apocalypse, that's where I'm saying right there, bro. He's right. You've got it.
It's just nobody else be able to ride in it, but it'd be awesome as a companion to the team.
Yeah, yeah. Although you do got the trunk monkey in the Mach 5. Because like there was always that monkey in the trunk with his little brother in back there, you know?
Right.
Yeah. What was the chimp's name on Speed Racer?
Oh, I can't remember that, man.
Fuck. We're gonna have to remember that one night. Anyway, so that was the ToneSperience, episode 7. Like next week, I'm gonna go over next week's concept with you, brother, and I'll announce that one the day before Sunday. So Saturday, I'll announce what that one's gonna be. It's gonna be a good concept.
Yeah.
We'll dig on it. We'll play on it some. We'll spice up things. You know what I'm saying?
I don't, but I'm with it.
Okay, cool. And then we'll get you ready, and you can interview your big interview, dude. And I'm telling you, dude, you're gonna do great. You're gonna do great. I can feel it. I can see it.
I appreciate it, man.
Good things, bro. I got faith in you. So this here has been a ToneSperience presentation, right?
Presentation.
I don't fucking know anymore. But I got cold pizza from this afternoon, so that's what I'm getting ready to go eat. And
nice.
Yeah, thanks y'all for joining. This has been an RH show, right?
Huh?
This has been an okay show. It's been a good show, right?
Yeah, it's been good.
Fuck
what are you
yeah.
talking about?
Roku up in the house. All right, brother. I'll talk to you later, and we will all see y'all Sunday, right? This is where we need an outro show, an outro song.
We need an intro and an outro. We know that.
Maybe I'll work on that between now and Sunday. See what's up. All right, brother.
Yeah.
Y'all have a good night.
Talk to you later.
Elizabeth says, yes, we need a song. So, all right, bro. I'll talk to you later. Thanks for coming on the stream and taking out time. Thanks for all y'all out there on YouTube joining in the ToneSperience. All right, that was a little long, right?
Yeah, it was.
All right, cool, bro. Thanks. I'll talk to y'all later.
Sounds good, man. Later.